5-star, James. I don't care what stars they give you. You're 5-star. You've been a 5-star. Which is much positive. Listen, man. University of Miami fans want to know one thing. Does University of Miami have a chance to get James Williams?
Definitely do have a chance.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Does you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
Nah.
Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you the tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person you played?
I don't see nobody.
I knew this.
Nobody.
Man. He was gonna give it the damn hood.
That's what I'm for. I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
You know, so I just gotta do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties. And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, like a striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more of the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
Guess what's
Because
up?
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James will never be back at free safety. James be close to the line, the linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's
just him helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I told him, kid. I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then there goes the play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play, then you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. After that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss, like 6.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't touch you, like.
Yeah, like they did.
Explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds.
I mean,
Is it something? Is it a swim move or something you do? Like, they don't see you. You're teleporting. What's going on?
I'm too fast for Oolong.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?
Big time players step up in big game. All the criticizing, all that, over, baby. Big time players step up in big game.
What's good, man? What's good, man? Y'all let us know where y'all from in the comment section. Let us know where y'all from in the comment section, man. We love to see where y'all from this Monday morning. What's going on, man? We got like a call-in show today, man. Y'all wanna? We put it out in the member group me already. Y'all wanna come in and ask a question? The link is in the member group me. Anybody else, man? 786-405-9499. Send us a text. We'll send you a link. Let us know where y'all from, man, in the comment section. This early Monday morning. We got 60 in here, man. Hit the like button for us. Y'all want to see my pretty face. What's good? Let me see. This thing popping. All right, man. What's going on, man? I'm deep. About to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. About Duster, 704, 704, Atlanta. First thing first, man, if y'all want to get down with IOD Squad, invest or die, because we do a little bit of both. If I can get 5 thumbs up, we'll do a chart today. We'll pull up a chart, look at some Bitcoin, man, tell y'all what we think. Pull up anything. Pull up I remember we used to play a game, you know what I'm saying? We used to play a game. I say, pick a stock. And then we go back and look at the stock. And 10 to 20 years, we go back and look at the stock and look where it is now. Be like, hey, man, if you'd have put $5,000 in this 10 years ago, you maybe could do that today, man. I'm in a good mood today. But yeah, IOD Squad, if you want to be about 786-405-9499, or just click the link. I'm going to post a link. I'll post a link in the members section and in the comment section. We're going to pin the link to the top. We're going to pin the link to the top of the comment section. Let's see. Come on, man. Be a part of IOD Squad. Let's see. Y'all hit the like button for us. And I'll put it in the description, bro. IOD Squad. Let me break it down to y'all, man. You have IOD Squad and you have the YouTube membership. The YouTube membership is completely ran through YouTube. We got a Chris Johnson. We're about to drop that tonight into the member section and run it back out of Dillard. We're gonna drop that interview in there tonight. But the member section is YouTube. It's completely run by YouTube. It's like, I think it's like $7.99 and $5.99, something like that. In the member section of YouTube. That's strictly for YouTube. You get access to the group me. IOD Squad is Investor Die, where you can come watch us trade and talk about NFTs, and you can ask questions about NFTs on the Discord. If you got IOD Squad, I think IOD Squad right now is $25 a month. You get access to the member group me. That makes sense? But the membership is ran strictly through YouTube. You feel me? So YouTube is YouTube whole little system. It's ran strictly through there. So I don't control any of that. The badges and everything, all of that is given. All of that is given by YouTube. IOD Squad was created by us. It's on the Discord, but we give you access to the member group me with IOD Squad. We in the works of looking at sometimes how we can make it all inclusive. Just give us a minute trying to get that thing popping so it can all be inclusive and it won't be like different places where you go for different things. But that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's explained. Shout out to everybody, man, that support what we do, bro. Like all the guys who help us out a lot, man, like Mehdi and Kyle Branch and hope I don't leave nobody out. Like, like who else helped us out? Like Dunn, and Sean Rounds. Those guys who always Sean Rounds always supporting, and so shout out to all those guys. I'm missing one more guy, my man Insane. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who support the movement, bro. Shout out to everybody who support the movement, man. It may pay off soon. It may pay off soon. We working, dog. We working, shaking hands. We working. We got 80 in here. Hit the like button for us, bro. One second. So we got 80 in here, man. Hit the like button for us. Let me see. Shout out to Ralph Manzone with the critical hit. Ralph Manzone with the critical hit with the $4.99, man. Shout out to Ralph Manzone, man. We totally appreciate it. We appreciate any. I don't care if you give 99 cents. We appreciate them all, dog. Shout out to Insane with the IOD Squad. Listen, we found out a couple months ago, only members can drop the IOD Squad. You feel me? I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Only the members can drop the IOD Squad emojis. That's something we all learned at the same time. So yeah, man, we can get a couple thumbs up, bro. We'll run a chart, man. I'll show you some investing stuff on the chart, and we'll go over a chart and maybe look at some, I don't know, look at some stocks or look at cryptocurrency and give you our philosophy on it. I've done it a few times. So here we go. There's the link. Oh no, that's the link to everything. We don't want that. That's all of it. Get some of that out of here. I think that's it. I think that's enough right now. There's a link to IOD Squad. I'm going to pin that in the comment section. I'll pin that in the comment section. I see Blake. We posted in the member group. Blake James. Congratulations to Blake James for starting a new position. William V. Campbell, Director of Athletics of Boston College. Director of Boston College. Jackson said, Football Bill, that last interview you did was the most amazing interviews you've done. Kids need to stop hitting on other kids for not playing against good teams. The goal is to make it to college. Oh, so you agree what Mike Thompson was saying? For the people who didn't catch it, you agree? Y'all agree with Mike Thompson, what Mike Thompson was saying? That's in the member group. We put out a piece of that the other day. But that's also in the member group. I think that's the second part we put out of that. Mike got some valid points. Mike's been dealing with the business of football for a minute now. And he's always looked at it as a business. So he kind of sees it a little different. Some people are in it for. A lot of people are in it for trophies to win, bragging rights.
A lot of them have been successful 3-4 year starters. So I don't think playing at the quote unquote elite schools make a kid a better football player.
I don't think playing there. I think. What do you think about playing against them? Competition. I don't think playing there makes them really know. We've seen kids go from Chantella to go.
Most definitely.
I always go to that one.
Yes.
So what do you?
But see, now you have 7-on-7s.
Right.
So
You
I'm
get a little
Kamani
bit
McLean, and
Yeah.
I'm at the quote unquote not elite school in Polk County.
Right.
But I'm across the whole country
You
playing
getting a little work at
7-on-7, getting work against the number one
Vegas
receiver.
right now getting
Thank
work,
you,
yeah.
getting work.
Right.
So it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
O-line, D-line. I just come from, like I said, a camp, 12 different schools.
Right.
My kids played in Miami International last year. People don't even know what that is.
Right.
But they're going against the elite guys in camps every day.
Right.
So you can get the work. It doesn't make a difference what school they go to or who they're playing against. That's the biggest misconception in South Florida.
But you got to get
have
the
to play against, certain kids or in this league to make it, which is so far away from the truth.
Right.
I tell my kids now, let's focus on academics, number one. Then we can work on our craft. That's why you can go to the Slides of the world. That's why you can go to the Cookie Thomases of the world.
You got to go find the work.
And
right.
you can go get the work that way to get developed. And then you work hard and practice every day. Right. So now when you go to college, you know how to practice.
Oh, y'all couldn't even hear what I'm saying. So here we go again. Sly and Stanford Samuel started a DB wide receiver camp a couple years ago when Sam Bruce was in high school. Young Sam Bruce used to be there. And it became huge. They used to be at U School. They also used to be at Cardinal Gibbons. It became huge, bro. All the kids would go and give like $10 and they would work out for like 2 hours, 3 hours that morning. It became huge, dog. And then, so that's Sly and that was Sly and Stanford Samuels. Stanford Samuels is Bootsy, the guy who hit Roscoe Parrish in the great Sean Taylor game. Cookie Thomas, he said Cookie Thomas. Cookie Thomas is obviously training kids. I worked with Cookie Thomas. Name is Cleveland Thomas. Who knows who Cleveland Thomas is? Put a comment in the comment section if you know who Cleveland Thomas is. A quiz.
Yeah. And that's the biggest problem with our kids now. You the star player. He don't want to practice today.
Yeah.
We're not going to fuss at him.
Right.
But in college, you got to practice every day.
Yeah.
You got to be where the colleges can trust you.
Yeah.
So our kids are not practicing every day. They're not being developed every day.
You talking about here in Dayton, bro?
Here in Dayton, bro.
I've seen you post about that.
Yes.
You think the culture of football is changing?
See, I've been around so long.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s, how many state titles we had? Not that many.
Right.
Early 2000s, not that many. Now everybody is all about state championships.
Yeah.
So I see kids that can be stars at different schools and go off to college, sitting second, third stream at these big schools.
Right.
And it's just mind-boggling to me because the ultimate goal, which was taught in my house, was to get to the bag the easiest way possible.
Right.
You ain't playing nobody. That's just stupid to me. Yeah, I ain't playing nobody, but now I got $100,000 free education. Right. While you're back at home doing nothing, and your family saying, "Oh, you played against somebody."
Right.
So, you know, I think that's just the biggest thing us as people, black people, you know, have to understand. You know, we're out to get the bag. You know, that's the new terminology that these kids are using. So, you know, if I can go to Florida Christian or, you know, whatever school it is and play all three positions, offense, defense, special teams, and go to college, that doesn't make me less of a football player if I ain't playing the trash power.
Right.
You know, trash powers for you guys.
Right.
I'm trying to go to college. That's just the biggest thing that these parents don't understand. And, you know, they don't really understand that, you know, most of the kids, not to put these schools down, because, you know, I love them to death.
Yeah.
You know, I got students that go to Central, Northwestern, you know, the Edisons, the Booker T's of the world. But in the recruiting business, the quicker you get on the field, the quicker your name.
You get filmed.
You know, he was around us when we was at Champaign Yard. Nobody ever heard of him.
Yeah.
How many college coaches you seen coming through them?
Right.
Thousands.
Yeah.
You know, Nick Sabans of the world.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming by because those kids played at an early age.
First time I saw D'Onofrio.
Thank you.
That was the first time I met Mark D'Onofrio at Champaign Yacht when he was recruiting Trevante Valentine. It felt like a used car salesman or something. But when I met Golden was impressive. He really.
Yeah. So, you know, it's just all about, you know, I really think, you know, with your platform and, you know, having all these parents listening and viewing, you need to talk about the recruiting business, you know, because a lot of these parents don't understand. They think you get recruited as a senior. Nobody recruits seniors. If you're a senior trying to go to college,
it might be over for you.
It's over for you. You know, but the dreams are going Power 5.
Yeah.
Because you have On3, you got 247, you got Rivals. All three of those companies are racing to drop their top players.
Right.
So you have 2025, which is ninth graders right now.
Right.
They already got a top 100 list.
Yeah.
How? And 90% of the damn freshmen across the country ain't played no football yet. So it's just, everything is just spin.
No, listen, we started. It's funny you say that. We got live classes with Najee Kelly Mama on Footballville platform. She does it twice a week. So y'all go check that out on Footballville on Facebook platform, Facebook.com. Had the little shameless plug in there. But no, I mean, so it's funny with the people's perspective. I mean, I knew he would take that perspective because he starts private schools and he coaches smaller schools. He finds talent. I mean, he always finds talent, big, nice 6'2" guys. You know what I'm saying? He always finds talent, but he coaches at a smaller school. So I knew he would take that position. It has something to do with how good your kid is, his talent, and where you're placing him. Like it's not cutting dry for everybody. Like if your child is Dalvin Cook, he could play anywhere. You put him on any team, he's gonna rise to the top. But I think a lot of times the parents aren't really clear on. Did I get any thumbs up, man? Aren't really clear on what it is they want to do. What it is they want to do with their kids. If we got 130 in here, man, we have how many likes? Let me see. 55 likes. Hit the like button for us, man. We're so appreciated. It's free, dog. Only a hater wouldn't hit the like button right now, dog. Only a hater wouldn't hit like button. You know, the man in Footballville, man, he always be late, man. Ain't gonna hit no like button for him. Ain't like him. Shout out to Red when hitting the like button. Shout out to Gummy Kane for hitting the like button. Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Brian for hitting the like button. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Wayne Culpepper. We got 130 in here, man, with the likes. We're getting the likes up now. Yeah, fire rings. That's what they say, dogs. Man, he late football, man. He be late all the time. Listen, man, X said we're going to go 4 for 4, man. We went 0 for 2, and the other two, they got, I don't know, sex traffic or something. We ain't even seen them. They ain't hit no like button, man. Them boys, we both had a big weekend, man. It was a dud, like, man, free, dog. Hit the like button. Subscribe is free too. Only thing you gotta pay for, dog, is the subscription. Not the subscription, the member. And you get so much value in the member group. Listen, but the member group, season start next week. You know what I'm saying? The practice start next week. Member group me finna be on lit. The member section of YouTube, the member group me it's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with a unique team of people, bro. And that's all I can just put it that way. We're grassrooted, and the way we were grown, it's unique. Shout out to Vet Talk. Vet Talk, another one that support a lot, man. Shout out to Vet Talk. Now we got them likes up. 10 more likes, man, and we got 100, man. Have you heard Malik Bryant? We heard Malik Bryant is gonna commit Wednesday. We're hearing that Edgerrin James house. That's what we're hearing. So Wednesday, we're hearing that Edgerrin James house. That Malik Bryant thing was a little weird, man. We did a live stream for the members and kind of talked about it. What else? Saturday night or Sunday night? Yeah, we did a live stream from the members and kind of talked about it. One second. But yeah, the Malik Bryant. Oh, we got 2 more likes, man. We get 100. 2 more likes. Let me see. Read a couple of these questions. I heard PK wanted to be a Kane, but Miami wouldn't give him the green light, so he went to Texas. Yeah, I told y'all we was getting mixed signals, but what I heard, man, from a good source, the horse's mouth, was that he some people thought he was in, but they just wasn't really feeling him, and the way that he moves. Just cause a kid is trying to control his hand doesn't mean he's trolling. It's different ways you could do these things, bro. I mean, that doesn't mean he's trolling. I just think that's the emotional word that fans use when they get their heart broken. Kirkland's a little messy with like the way he's doing things. He's a kid. I don't expect him to be able to. I give him credit for trying. I don't expect him to be able to navigate through these things. Hence. I'm telling you, some of these kids need a mo. You know, Tim, I thought that was Elijah Williams. Tim says Elijah Williams still mad Fred Taylor took his spot and made him switch to corner. I thought Elijah Williams was a running back. And that's what now it makes sense because I think Elijah Williams, I think of Fred Taylor. But they say Elijah Williams, Orlando Jones head coach, is a cornerback, DB. And I was like, I remember they had like this 2-headed monster. That's what I thought. I thought that was Elijah Williams, dog. Now it's making sense. Doing an event on game day at the stadium. Not yet. We're trying to iron out the nuances of game day and what it's going to be and where we're going to be standing. Trying to get to the bottom of a lot of that stuff right now. But believe me, man, y'all will know first. Y'all would definitely know first. Let's see. Thanks for clearing that up for me, Tim. I forgot all about that. Him having to play the B. I forgot all about that. So we're gonna drop this in the member section tonight. Interesting. This kid, Chris Johnson, was a huge North Carolina fan, dog. You would have never thunk it. Huge North Carolina fan. Actually went to visit North Carolina and all. You would have never thunk it, huh? That's Chris Johnson and Devon Mortimer. They were teammates. Devon is on his way out of here.
But he a dog.
So you and Chris Johnson, man, y'all both speed guys. On camera, who fastest?
Shout out to Dre Shannon.
Faster. The time said.
Oh, the time said.
You right.
What the time say?
10-4. You ran 10-7. So.
Oh yeah. Hey, so yeah, this year, I think we're gonna have a fastest man in South Florida contest. You want to enter it?
Of course. I feel like I'm the fastest man.
You the fastest in South Florida?
Fast.
Say it on camera.
I'm the fastest man in South Florida.
That was Chris Johnson. That was Chris Johnson and Devon Mortimer, high school teammates at Dillard. I'm always muted, dog. Devon Mortimer had a little issues, but is headed to Louisville, and Chris Johnson will be playing his last year at Dillard. Kid got a little edge to him. Kid got a little edge to him. I say that about old Chris Johnson. I see y'all still saying I'm muted, but I'm not. You guys got a little delay. I gotta wait for you to catch up. Shout out to Dre Shannon, man, with the 199. Totally appreciate it, bro. He actually talks about visiting North Carolina. Chris Johnson said he was a huge North Carolina fan, man. That's what's up. So we got 101 likes, man. Hit the like button for us and share for us, man. If you want to get down with IOD Squad, 786-405-9499. Or if you look up in the comment section, it's pinned at the top. That's what we talk about, Bitcoin. That's what we talk about, NFTs, Ethereum, cryptocurrency, the future. And we actually trade. Like we made trades this morning. We trade, and you can watch us trade. You can copy what we do. We have courses in there, and you can actually read around and learn the market, learn how to use your money to make money. Let's see. Edge energy drink plug. The link to get Edge is actually in the description. I'm sure go get me one, man. I could use one right now. Oh, y'all watch a little Chris Johnson. Let me go find me old Edge. All right, man. This D, man. We up here, Crib Talk, Caneville, Footballville. Sitting here with Dillard running back, Chris Johnson, man. Right off the back. Is Chris Johnson from Tennessee Titans your dad? No, okay. Let's get that out of the way. Is that something you wanted to put out there? Did you want to leave people in, like, you know what I'm saying? Is that something you wanted to leave under the table, let people think what they wanted to think?
No, I don't want them to think the wrong thing.
Okay, I got you. But your dad's name is Chris Johnson. Because we've seen it printed before. We've seen it printed in paper. Your dad play football?
Yeah.
Where he play football at?
He went to Dillard. Then he went to Oregon State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You from a long line of athletes, right? Who else around you play football?
My uncle went to Clemson. Michael Irvin, that's my cousin.
Oh, Michael Irvin, your cousin?
My cousin.
Yeah? You give speeches like Michael Irvin? Let me hear one. Nah, you ain't enough for that shit, No, but that's your cousin though?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Yeah. Where you played youth football at?
I played youth football at a lot of the Lakes Vikings and a lot of the Hurricanes.
Okay. You ever won a championship?
No, I ain't never won a championship.
You never won? He played a little bit of all of it. You like running track?
Yeah.
No going back to wide receiver?
On this show, I'm going to play both. It's Chris. Chris
the biggest one? How big Chris is, Cole?
6'6".
You think Rico the biggest one? Yeah, Chris is 5. Talking about Dillard, huge offensive line, bro. Some big guys, man.
Yeah, probably Rico. Rico 6'6". Yeah, Rico taller.
6'6", how much? 3 what?
Probably like, what?
He may be 305.
305.
Man, he lean with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, his side like just great. Like he just like the way he just built his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you committed to Rutgers early. Why you committed to Rutgers? They was recruiting you hard. What they showed you?
They was recruiting me real hard. Like, you know, I felt like at that time I felt like that was a place for me.
Yeah.
I felt like I could go to Big Ten, explore. You know, he was like, but I wasn't really trying to hear that. I was like, man, I'm committed. This is what I want to go at. But you know, like weeks later, I was like, man, I don't know why I committed here. Like, you know, I just went.
So that drops tonight, man. That's Chris Johnson. That drops tonight. Speedy linebacker, speedy running back. Had to pop open that Edge. Shout out to Edge, man. The link is in the description. The best tasting energy drink on the motherfucking planet. Who was that? Somebody wanted to become a vendor for Edge, man. Send me a DM today. Somebody wanted to become a vendor. What's going on, Don? I put the link in the member group, man. If any other guys want to come on here, Rick should be on here shortly. If anybody wanted to come over here and ask a question, he wearing Carolina blue? Nah, that's like Dillard blue. That's like a dark blue. It's like a Dillard blue. Redhead Kane said, Miramar 10, you number 11 did their thing, win over Kansas City and the Hot Boys. Miramar and Brian Davenport. Miramar and Brian Davenport they defeated the Hot Boys. They defeated the Hot Boys. Miami Gardens Chiefs 10U. 7-6, close game. Miramar was down the entire game. Call a spade. The Chiefs dominated the game. The Chiefs fumbled the ball, I think, 4 times and gave the ball to Miramar 4 times. And then Miramar eventually, Brian eventually got loose, scored a touchdown that I'm gonna show you here shortly. Yeah, he eventually got loose, scored a touchdown. That made the score 6-6, and then young kid punched it in.
What? We receive. Shake hands.
Malik Leonard punched it in for the extra point. And that basically made it 7-6. Miramar won, but yeah, the Chiefs kind of played a sloppy game. The Chiefs had probably the most yards on offense. They just made the most mistakes, and eventually they capitalized on it. 305 said, by Brian committing at Edge House, how does that mean we have a shot? I didn't even look at it that way. Now that you say it like that, I wasn't even thinking of it like that. But now that you say it like that, yeah, he is committing at Edgerrin James House. I was just saying this weekend, the big debacle with Orlando Jones High School and them not getting the ceremony right, and the late changes and all of that stuff, and the coach actually, the head coach being from Florida, Elijah Williams, he coached at Florida. That was all iffy to me. If I put 1 and 2 together and 2 and 1 together, it didn't feel right to me. Oh boy. If somebody just gave me a call, if you just called me, send me a text. Yeah, if you just gave me a call, send me a text. And we can handle it like that. Maybe you was calling for IOD Squad. I don't know. 904 number. 904 number. Let's see. Okay, I'm about to text you, dog. I see you right now. I found you. I found you, dog. X was gonna come on, but he had tussies. X a regular. There you go, bro. I just shot that to you. So we got 150 in here, man. How many likes we got, man? 110 likes. Let's keep that thing going. Let's see if we can get close to 150. Can we get close to 150, man? Hit the like button for us, man. The likes are free, dog. Hit the like button for us, man. The only thing you pay for in here is IOD Squad and the membership. If you want to join and become a member, I'll do this for you. I'll show you how to join and become a member. If you want to join and become a member, because I can say it to them, blue in the face, and people still, they still don't know where to go. So if you want to join and become a member, it's right here. Join. See that right there? See that right there? Join. That's how you join and become a member. I think the membership is like $6.99. Something like that, bro. And you can get in the member group me. You get access to all the information. You would have got the Malik Bryant story Saturday morning. We dropped Chris Johnson tonight. So that's how you join. Now, if you want to subscribe, you subscribe right here. Your subscription should be right there. And you have to hit the alert bell. So can anybody do that for me right now? Hit the subscription and hit the alert bell. I'm going to bring Derek in here. Derek got a question. Derek, make sure your background quiet when you come here. Hit the subscription. So you subscription and hit the alert bell next to it so you get an alert every time we go live. And your subscription should be right there somewhere. Oh, we also got 130 likes. We got 150 people in here. I don't know if I ever seen it go past the amount of people we had in here. But if y'all keep hitting the like button and unliking and hit like, unlike, nah, I ain't saying I don't think that helps, though. I'm just talking trash. Derek, what's going on, bro?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm chilling, man.
Man, I've been trying to stay away from the recruiting and everything else, but I can't help it now.
Why?
You know how the social media mess with you. On 1 minute, we got somebody on board to commit, and then we keep forgetting that, like y'all say all the time, reiterate, you can't get everybody. You can't get everybody. You're gonna get a few, and we should be grateful for what we got now.
My best friend, Big Brother, once told us, dog, everybody's going to get a little bit. Nobody's going to get it all.
Exactly.
So simple. I don't know why it stuck with me forever all my life. He wasn't talking about recruiting though. He was talking about something else. He wasn't talking about recruiting. He said everybody gonna get a little bit. Ain't nobody gonna get it all.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, what we not understanding, what we're not realizing is even if we don't get everybody, just the fact that the name of Miami is in the middle of all these recruiting battles, man, that just giving us extra advertisement for all these other kids to be paying attention to. Everybody that
Consolation
gets
price.
recruited, but everybody that's trying to be recruited that's big time, Miami's in the middle, in the mix. So it's been a long time since that happened. And hey, don't forget, I'm finna give you that 7 too for the thing, the squad. I ain't forgot.
You want to be part of the IOD squad? Well, you gotta kick the link.
You already know I'm a part of it, remember? But I was supposed to I tell you about that whole thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, we'll talk about it all.
Hey, what you doing, my godson, man? I ain't talked to Chase since I hooked you up with him.
Chase that went and brought him old green BMW with orange insides.
Hey, I've been hearing about it, man. He must have got some women or something. I don't even talk to him hardly now. When I came down there and met y'all at the little event y'all had at the club and at the spring game, I talked to him while I was on campus checking out everything, because that was my first time on the campus. But by the time he was gonna get there, I was gonna already be gone.
Yeah, Chase walk around with a little toy dog, man, picking up girls.
You gave that to him, didn't you? You gave that to him, didn't you?
I ain't never had to use them type of gimmicks. I don't know what Chase doing. Chase is a linebacker at the University of Miami, man. You don't need no dog.
Hey, what kind of dog is that? What that, Chihuahua or Shih Tzu? What that is?
I don't know what it is. Look expensive too.
I've been trying to call it Daddy Willie, man, because I'm gonna roast him about that, man. I'm like, God damn, every time I cut y'all on, I see the commercial, I be cracking up.
I don't know what kind of dog that is.
Hey, I talked to a dude at Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Jacksonville Beach. He gave me his business card. He told me that he would be welcome and open to have y'all do y'all thing up here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He already told me. I got his card. I'll get with you offline. But he told me I got his business card and everything, that he's open to have y'all do y'all show up here in Jacksonville, because I'm gonna bring the troops.
I mean, we definitely open to it. I mean, we wanted to get on the road and start doing some more stuff on the road, so we definitely open to that.
Well,
what's the name of the spot?
It's called Hurricanes Bar and Grill. Pull it up on your phone. You get a chance. It's in Jack's Beach, right at the beach.
Gotcha.
And when y'all come up, I set it out, had y'all hooked up with the hotel rooms and all that, man. Had y'all squared away.
Somebody said is that Coach Hayes' brother? That's messed up, dog.
Hey, Streeter. No, I thought Coach Hayes was a small dude. I saw Coach Hayes in person. I said, God.
No, Coach Hayes ain't little.
Nah, hey, all y'all surprised me inside. I didn't know X was that tall. I said, good God, I'm 6'2". X got to be 6'3".
Yeah, I ain't that tall.
Well, I mean, but hey, you bigger than what you look on there. Y'all ain't no small guys.
You thought I was small, dog?
Man, look, from some of the angles that be on that show, man, it be looking like y'all regular size, small, whatever, man. I saw y'all, man. I was tripping. That was hilarious.
Looking at this NIL stuff, man. According to On3, University of Miami highest player in NIL deals, according to On3, it's Tyler Van Dyke with 770,000, Zion Nelson with 311, Mitchell Aguiye with 224,000, DJ Scaife with 214,000, and James Williams with 207,000 in NIL deals. The leader in college football is Bryce Young with 3.1 million. Then you got CJ Stroud with 2.4 million. Caleb Williams with 2.4 million. Spencer Rattler with 2 million. Spencer Rattler still doing his thing, huh?
Hey, you already know, man, how it go. I know I wanted to hit you on right quick. I was in shock on the Jonel Aguero situation because I was reading and talking to somebody who was telling me about, about this family being Dominican background and Cristobal Cuban background. They was talking in fluent Spanish amongst each other, and that meant a lot. So I'm trying to figure out if that meant a lot. What happened in the last couple of days? You can speculate, but I mean, I just thought that was a seal or deal that solidified what was happening.
I tell y'all this, and I keep saying this over and over again. With 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 NIL and transfer portal, no deal is a seal deal until that dude walk on your campus, bro, or sign that letter of intent. Because the 18-year-old kids, could you imagine how many times a kid commits, and as soon as he commits, he feels like, man, I think I messed up. I remember one time Battle from Alabama gave me his top
I
three.
remember Jordan Battle. One of my close friends stayed down there. Down Shipman. He best friend with Jordan Battle daddy. He coached him.
At the one in Alabama?
Yeah, yeah. He was telling me Jordan Battle daddy, his whole family Canes, and my University of Miami messed around on recruiting him. He wanted to be a Cane.
Yeah, I remember one time he told me his top three, and I tweeted it out. He told me in the interview, so I was gonna put it out, and I tweeted it out, and he went right behind me and said, "No, that's not my top three." Like it was like 30 minutes later. Uh, these kids, man, these are kids making the huge decisions, bro. Talking about sometimes they're talking about deals, money that their parents never seen before. So listen, man, get your seatbelt on, scrap it in tight, because, bro, listen, these verbal commitments, man, I think they about to mean nothing in the end, dog.
I believe it. I believe it because it's all about the money. It's all. I mean, even on our end, the verbal commitments don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing until December when it's signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you behind the scenes too, man, because man, I got some stories. I got growing up in Atlanta, even though I stay in Jacksonville, and I got a ton of friends that played at University of Alabama. I got a ton of friends that play University of Georgia, um, Florida, um, Florida State, and I know a couple from Miami. And I met Luke. I grew up in that area with Uncle Luke and Freak Nick and Daytona Beach parties. When Atlanta was booming in the '90s. I could tell you some stories about Dion, and I went to college with Melvin Bratton, girlfriend.
Yeah.
I could tell you some stories, bro. I put it like that. I could tell you some stories. How when Luke was wearing that Miami paraphernalia, and everybody in Atlanta was buying it, and that's what turned me on as a Cane in them '80s. Even though I grew up a Georgia Bulldog fan, I became a Cane instantly. And Georgia my number 2 team, but I could tell you some stories back in the day, man. You would trip out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm 55 now. I can tell you some stories straight of it. It would trip you out. Hey, I don't care. Anywhere you could think of couldn't touch Atlanta back then in them 90s, man. It was unbelievable. Even though my prettiest place I think I ever been was Miami, Fort Lauderdale, but with the African American community and all the stuff that was going on back then, couldn't nothing touch that back then except New Orleans before Katrina hit. After Katrina, nah, but before Katrina, New Orleans was just right behind Atlanta.
Tell me, the place to party?
Oh, everything. Partying, jobs, people sticking together, um, starting your own business, everything, man. It was like a big black utopia back then, man. New Orleans, Atlanta. And because anybody athletic wise, everybody that went to Florida, Florida State, Miami, whoever didn't go there, they went to Bethune, then they came up there to the AU Center where I went to school at. So it's a ton of people from Fort Lauderdale, Miami that I went to college with.
Chris
I
Young
met
say, tell us a story. Chris Young say, tell us a story.
oh man, let me see a good one. Mm, let me see a good one I could tell. Oh, okay, I could tell you one about I can't remember the girl's name. I got their pictures on my Facebook page, but they always tell us about Miami and the school and what's going on down there. They could conch fritters on the weekends when we was off on the weekends in college and everything. And they would tell us, because they knew I was a big Miami Vice fan. So before we went out at night, Streeter, everybody would come to my mama house, man. They would be waiting on me to watch the Miami Vice show before we would hit the club. And we went to go hang out, and they called us on the phone, the girls I went to college with, and they said, "Hey, my people here, you gonna like them, them, blah blah blah." And I'm like, they were like, "Who is it?" Mark Duper and Mike Clayton, the receivers for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they joking. I'm like, man, ain't no way anywhere y'all know them, blah blah blah. Anyway, man, we pull back up to the school, bro. We see this big old bad canary yellow vet, right? Pulls up. And both of them behind jokers get out the car, and I'm looking at them like, I'll tell you how TV make you bigger. Man, these jokers 5'8", 5'9", getting out both sides of the car, man. I couldn't believe it. I was just stunned, that they came up to Atlanta to hang out with them and everything, man. It was ridiculous. The other stories I could tell you, man. I don't know if I could put them on this show.
They can't be that. They can't be that bad.
Man, please, bro. I could, boy. Hey, listen here. This girl I used to date when I used to work for the airline at Delta, her name was Kim, and her girlfriend name was Kim, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, Luke was dating her, and he used to fly back and forth from Miami up to Atlanta to hang out. So anyway, they came up, him and his crew, man, and the girl, one of the dancers on his original albums, one of his dancers, she's from Orlando, man. She came up to me. We hooked up, talked, whatever. We laughing. It was her birthday. We was in Club 112 in Atlanta back then, and we got to dancing and hung out, drinking, talking, whatever. So we go outside the parking lot, and she was like, "Well, what we gonna do?" I said, "Well, whatever you want to do, because her girls were with her too. So like, whatever you want to do, blah blah blah." But anyway, man, she kind of punked me, man, because I'm 18, 19 years old.
She punked you.
She punked me, man. She said, "I want you to do such and such to me in front of everybody," and
He was like,
that's all I'm gonna say. I'm looking back at everybody, like when that movie Harlem
yeah.
Nights, when I'm trying to remember the comedian who talking about baby kids and all that, but they threw their arms up to Eddie when he was fighting Della Reese. They did me
Yeah.
like that, man. But man, you would trip on that story, man, if I went in depth, man.
She asked you to go to work, or she asked you to go to eat. She
Yeah,
asked you to go to the kitchen,
yeah.
and you was
Wait,
wait, why you ain't do it?
well, I ain't gonna say I did or I didn't. I ain't gonna tell you on here.
Why you say she punked you then?
Because she said it in front of everybody. I'm like, how you young. I know she ain't telling me this for real. She joking. She was dead serious, man. Cause it
I
was
was
her
on the phone with
birthday.
Luke. I was on the phone with Luke about an hour last night, man.
Man, I wish I could talk to that cat, man. When I first moved here to Jacksonville in 2001, we had an old arena, Here.
You're talking about Robin Harris. So now
Yeah,
wait up.
Robin Harris. Yeah.
Wait up. So man, you can't be walking around. So she called you out, right?
She called me out, man. They always want to pick out the red man. No matter what was going on, the red man gonna always get picked out, good or bad.
How long you thought you were gonna be walking around with Luke before it went down?
Well, Luke was still in the club when we walked out with the girls, because when Luke came in town in Atlanta back then, he was a phenomenon. Because we at that time we had Luke, we had Dion playing for the Falcons, and we had Dominique, who was there before both of them. I mean, those three guys, man, put Atlanta in another stratosphere. This before Goody Mob and all the Atlanta groups you can think. This even, I mean, because what's that? Jermaine Dupri went to college with us at Clark. The little actor, what's the little actor name? He looked like old boy on Different Strokes. I'm trying to think of the little dude name. Webster. Webster went to school with us. Yeah, Jermaine Dupri, Kevin Wells, who started the group Jagged Edge. Man, listen,
You say she was from Orlando? She was from Orlando?
Yeah, she's from Orlando. I ain't gonna call her name, but she's from Orlando.
And you were 18 years old.
18, 19. The last time I seen her, she was on Maury's show arguing with some girls about somebody baby daddy. That's the last time I seen her.
That sounds about right. How many people was out there? There's a lot of people out there?
Man, look at him. When I went in 112, it was 4 of us. So all my partners met up with they girls and whatever girls was hanging around that table, because when Luke used to come in the club, he already had VIP set up. So everything was set up when he would come in there. But man, it was crazy. That's all I can say.
So
it was
crazy. She said, this is what I want you to do.
Yeah.
I want you to go to the microwave in front of everybody.
No, she went.
And you were like,
hey, Streeter, she was talking nice like that. She was ghetto-fied, everything, talking like that. I want to do something I ain't never done before. So, we young, we drinking.
They always say they ain't never done it before.
Yeah, man. She like, I want you to go downtown. I'm like, holy what? And I'm like, everybody looking at me like, man, you scared, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, I know y'all ain't doing me like this in the parking lot of 112, man. Come on, really? But man,
right in the parking lot of 112.
Yeah, man. It was crazy as all get out, man. I see my man, big man, your buddy that be on the show. Tell him my neighbor Thomas Jackson, he came out of high school with me, but I came out 84, he came out 85 in Decatur, Georgia. He was one of the first black quarterbacks at Clemson. Thomas Jackson. Thomas Jackson. Look him up. And my other classmate, he was 3 years ahead of me. Keldrick Dunn. He went on to play pro at tight end. But they went to school with me.
That's what's up. I definitely got to look him up. What's going on, y'all?
Man.
What's up, Rich? What's going on, bro?
Nothing much.
Hey, Street, I shouldn't have put that on the show because I'll probably get put out my house. My wife watch this show.
Oh, you married, boy?
You
know that happened 32 years ago, man. If you get put out for that, man, you run your house or you run around your house? You run your house?
I run it.
Around your house?
I run it. Let me make sure she ain't around.
Let you go stand behind you. Look at that.
Man, you can't be talking about them old Freaknik days.
Hey, listen, my trash bags are all my pictures from Freaknik, from the Daytona, from the Bayou Classic, from Mardi Gras. I got all that in my garage outside. She let me keep my pictures. I got 2 trash bags in the garage.
She let me keep the pictures.
I just can't bring them in the house.
How big your wife here, man? Tell me she let me keep my pictures.
Street, my wife is 5'3", 5'4".
Oh man, she let you keep your pictures. All you had to do is put them on the top shelf. She can't even reach them.
Streeter, she looked like them old DIs we had at Paris Island. Hey, Streeter, I'm in boot camp. I'm laughing at the DI because something he said. He told me to lower my head down, and he had his hand already formed. He told me to lean my head down, and I lean my head out in his hand. He just started choking the SH out of me. 1986.
Yeah. When I came through, they weren't putting their hands on us. Rich, what's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. Nothing much. Been a long day.
Already?
Yeah, man. Had things to do, people to see.
It ain't even over yet, bro.
I know it's not.
Y'all
Well,
raise your hand, man, if you already got your plane ticket to go to Texas A&M. Yeah, you got your plane ticket to go to Texas A&M?
I wasn't going to that thing because I saw once I flew into Houston how hard it was gonna be to get from Houston to drive to that game, man. Because I wanted to go bad because I got like 6 or 7 of my friends from Atlanta that moved to Houston, and I wanted to go bad, man. But
You said it's gonna be hard to drive?
well, it's very very hard to fly anywhere in the College Station. But once you get into Houston, I mean, it's so much traffic going through both of those airports in Houston. You got to drive like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, from College Station to Houston to College Station. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do all that.
What time the game?
I got to be a night game because you know the last time we played A&M, maybe 10, 12, 13 years ago, we beat the brakes off them, but that's a night. It got to be a night game because you know it's Central Time.
Yeah, I heard. You going rich?
Nah, I ain't going to that game. That one is definitely gonna be watched on my 65, 70-inch TV that I got.
I tell
Um,
you what though, I got my tickets for the Florida State and the Carolina game, and I think I'm gonna buy the Pittsburgh tickets because if they ain't already sold out, because everybody they going crazy now. They buying all the tickets now.
they are.
I,
They
I
are.
heard. Yeah, I heard there's a lot of traffic to go from Houston to College Station.
It is, Streeter.
Um,
That's what I'm
I
telling
heard
you.
you
I
had to
would have
leave
went to that
hours
game.
early. Yeah, yeah. I heard you had
Hey,
to leave hours early. Anybody know
yeah.
about that? Let us know in the comment section. But yeah, I heard you had to leave really really early in order to get to College Station, which is
Yeah.
not don't seem like a. See, I do like it. Don't seem like a horrible thing to me, man. Like I've done like weird shit. Like I
Oh, okay.
flew
Oh,
to Atlanta to
well,
cover
check
a
this
youth
out.
football game.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
if both of y'all right now say, hey, Derek, let's go on the College Station and you get X and Coach Hayes and all them, I go then. But me going and I might go with some of my friends that might be corny and that strip for ass trip. No,
You say
I'm
they
not
might be
gonna do that.
corny. Well,
Yeah,
X
man,
is
I'm not gonna
going,
do that.
but me and X is going for sure. X already got a
Oh, X
ticket. X,
going?
yeah, well, I'm credentialed. Well, X is credentialed too, so X
X, we
can go
know
be
you
on the
credentialed.
sideline.
I mean, Street, we know you credentialed. Don't be bragging. We know you credentialed.
I'm bragging. Yeah, I'm bragging. I'm the only motherfucker in here credentialed. Raise your hand
Hey,
if you got a credential in here.
hey, you might be
Oh,
the only
that's what
you
I
might be the
thought.
only black guy credentialed. I see her coming.
It's two of us. Listen,
Oh, you and X, yeah.
nah, three. Me, X, and Twan.
Okay.
Nah. Your boy got one too. What's the boy with the website? Who talk real
Who?
slow like this and talk real cool? Who always go on with the voice of college football?
Oh, you talking about wholesome one?
No, the other guy who run the website, Kane Insight or something.
Okay. The
Kane.
dude that
Yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah.
went to University of Miami. He actually went to
Yeah.
Yeah,
University of Miami. Okay,
he he
okay,
he has one.
The dude who's
And
okay.
a
Brandon,
teacher, right?
yeah, Brandon Odor has one. Cam,
Yeah,
Brandon
Cam,
Odor
yeah.
has one.
Well, hold on. If Cam credential, how come he don't be spot on with all this information like y'all?
He don't be spot on. I don't know. I never
No,
really. I never.
he right behind Coach Hayes on X's and O's and stuff like that, and with wholesome one. But as far as accurate knowledge that y'all do, only person be accurate is you and the Flow Show. And the Flow Show said they talk to y'all a lot getting information, but y'all the only two that's accurate.
We the
Ain't
only
nobody
ones
else
that
accurate
accurate.
like y'all two. Oh,
Come
listen,
on now, man.
you do
All
you
the
you
all the
Street
247 Sports had your boy going to Texas.
Streeter
They was accurate this week.
Streeter. I'm on about 30 Miami podcasts, bro. I'm about
Is he telling the truth, man? Yeah, he not.
let me
Let me know in the comment section, man. This man in here
hold
just
on.
talking, man.
Let me. Hey, but you know I ain't worried about these cats. Let me show you something that I guarantee you. It's gonna show you how old I've been a fan of the Canes. Look at this right here. You see that? You
Yeah,
see
Yeah.
that?
that's like from what, the 80s, 90s?
It might be the 80s and 90s. My wife bought me this maybe in the early 90s. I got a booklet. I got the old tickets from the Orange Bowl. I got everything in here, man.
Man, I
It
can
gives you
never
the
keep
actual
stuff like
history
that,
of the
man.
Canes.
I could never like keep stuff organized like that. I lost my that dang on baby being born video, man. I don't even know what that's at. I can't.
Hey,
I suck at
Streeter,
it.
Streeter, I got you meant the F-Line magazines back in the day when we used to get all the information from. I got that with Michael Vick and all them when we used to go through here with Virginia Tech. I got all that from 2001, 20, 2000, 1999. I got all that.
Dang.
Now, the Canes gave me gray hair over the last 20 years, man. So while I'm still here, I'm hitting every game I can, bro. I'm in
Yeah.
every game I can, man. Cause listen, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I got cousins. They Alabama fans, die hard. My wife and them, her whole family from Tuscaloosa. So I was dealing with this over the last 20 some years about Alabama and Miami, and I'm trying to tell them, when Saban was at the Dolphins, he was steadily in the community. He was setting up. He was going to abandon the Dolphins and go to the University of Alabama. When he lied on TV and said he wasn't going to lead the team. So,
Yeah.
I be trying to tell these country boys, y'all wasn't winning until y'all start coming down to Florida, recruiting all the top players. Then when I call them out
Getting
each
Florida
year,
players.
each year, they want to make excuses. I'm like, man, come
Yeah.
on, dog. I said, I still don't know to this day how Derek Thomas left state of Florida.
That's my cousin.
Yeah, and I remember.
Derek Thomas, DT was your cousin?
Yeah, it's my cousin, yeah.
How the hell you let him go to Tuscaloosa?
I was little, man. I was little.
Well, I mean, I'm joking. You couldn't stop that big nigga from doing what he want to do anyway.
His little brother went to Tuscaloosa too.
Man,
He
listen.
was a tight end out of Carol City.
Listen, bro. I was growing up, and back then they ain't even probably put no Miami games on TV. You had to watch Auburn. You had to watch Georgia. You had to watch Alabama. So man, Derek Thomas was it don't even make no sense how bad that boy was. He one of the
Right.
baddest football players I ever seen in my life, man. Even though I hated he went to Alabama, but he shouldn't have never left the state of Florida. I still ain't figured that one out.
Yeah, man, you're right. Cause I remember Dabo Swinney talking about that. He was like, first
Man,
player
I
that got
remember,
out of Florida was CJ Spiller, first like dog.
man,
And
look at
he
him.
was
I
like,
remember,
he didn't even know CJ Spiller was coming till like the day everybody had to register for class. And he
big
saw
dog,
CJ walk in. And he was like, man, thank God. He was like, I said
big
a
dog.
silent prayer.
I remember when Dabo Sweeney was on he walked on at the University of Alabama. He wasn't even a starter. He walked on at the University of Alabama. I'm older than him. And the guy people don't talk about on his squad, I forgot that guy name. I think it's Woody. He got a guy from the University of Alabama that was his mentor. He got an office right next to his. He the one behind the scenes helping put Clemson together. Don't nobody, who I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't
You
nobody talk
absolutely
about
right.
this guy.
Nobody talk about him.
Luke talk about him.
You take that guy out that building, you wouldn't be talking about Dabo Sweeney the way you do. Because I remember when Danny Ford was there in the 80s when my classmate played for him. I remember Danny Ford before Bowden's brother came there.
Well, listen,
yeah.
What y'all looking at is I've heard about that guy at Clemson though. What y'all looking at is Devon Mortimer and Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson, 2023 running back, and Devon should be headed to Louisville here soon, man. We're gonna drop that tonight in the member section. If you're watching, dog, hit the like button for us. We're trying to keep up with the likes. So we got 184 in here. We're trying to see if we could pass 184. We got 157 likes. It's free, dog. Hit the like button for us. It's free. Hit the subscription button. That's free too. Hit the alert bell. That's free too. What isn't free is to join. When you hit join and join the membership. And that's where this Chris Johnson video will be dropping at tonight. 786-405-9499. If you want to get down with IOD Squad, the number scrolling at the bottom. Send us a text or just click the link. It's in the top of the comment section. Hit the link for us. We got my boy Richard here, my boy Derek in here, man. We just in here chopping it up. I don't maybe forget what I was going to say, man. We just here chopping it up. Yeah, maybe
What high
without,
school Derek Thomas went to?
Derek Thomas I don't know the high school, but I know he went to some type of academy, aquatic academy down there in Miami for
Aquatic Academy.
yeah, it was it was for kids that was getting in trouble.
That's what happened with Derek Thomas. He got sent
Yeah.
down south to live with his
Yeah.
mom, his grandmother. He was from a house of like 9, 10 kids. His mom had a lot of kids, bro. And he was being bad, so they sent him down south. He ended up playing for South Miami because he was being bad. That's why he graduated from South Miami. But on this end, I think on this end maybe he went to because you gotta understand, I was a kid, bro. I was little.
You know I was messing with you when I said that. You know I was messing with you.
Yeah, that man graduated high school in like 85. I was like 7 years old.
Man. Hey, man, now that's when Alabama was a beast. You know them big old players they got now? They was that size back then.
Mm-hmm.
They were huge back then. I remember all them cats, man. I mean, that's when the SEC, it don't matter what school it was, them cats were humongous. And then, after it died down, see, people don't realize too, man, Alabama went like 17 to 18 years before they started back winning with Saban.
Right. They did.
They won.
They did.
Yeah, they won. They won with old boy, what's that dude name? That big old tall cat. He was their last coach when he won the national championship when they beat Miami. He moved to Texas when he retired. And they went through like 4 or 5 coaches before they got Saban.
Yeah, and that was in the 90s.
Never horrible though. They was never horrible though. They was never horrible.
No, they were horrible.
They was just like us though.
Years. You better look.
They was just like us.
I've looked before. They wasn't horrible.
Listen, they were 7-5. They were 7-5.
They was horrible. They was horrible with good coaches. We was horrible with bad coaches.
Right.
We went 20 years without good coaches. They was horrible with good coaches. You had Dubose, you had Francione, you had Mike Schuler. I think there's one more, but don't care what garbage, man.
They was mediocre like us. They was 9 wins, 8 wins, 8 wins. Then they had 5 wins. I don't know what happened in '84. Then they had 9 wins, 10 wins. Yeah. 7 wins, 9 wins.
But they went winning. They weren't going nowhere. They weren't winning no
10
SEC
wins.
titles.
10 wins, 7 wins, 11 wins, 13 wins in 92.
What year?
What year was 13 wins?
92.
That was when they beat us. Gene Stallings beat us.
9 wins in 93, 12 wins in 94.
I lost $500 on that game. I was up there in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Listen, bro. Listen. These in the 90s, they were like me. Then they won 4 games in 1997 with Mike Dubose.
Miami,
but before that, they won 10 games.
But Miami never just won no 4 games. We didn't win 5 or 6 games before, and that was just subpar coaching. But we never got that bad. We got bad when they made them fake sanctions.
So
they made
this
them fake sanctions.
This was their worst run right here. 2003, 4 games. 2004, 6 games. 2005, 10 games. 2006, 6 games. 2007, 7 games. They had a 5-year run with Mike Schuler.
Right.
They had a 4-year run with Mike Schuler that was pretty bad. He won 10 games one time, and then Tricky Nicky stepped in 2007.
Right.
They went 7-6, and it's disgusting from that point forward.
Right.
It is. It is disgusting.
You know
from 2008 on up.
You know why we're disgusting? You ain't gotta listen to me. Call Luke. Luke will tell you when Saban first got there who he started with. Well, we can go to LSU when he started recruiting the South Florida players to turn them around. He wasn't winning until he started recruiting South Florida players.
Mm-hmm.
And people wanna go around that. They wanna lie. They wanna make excuses. Like I'm telling all these country boys in Alabama, name me 10 players y'all had that was impact players that played in Alabama and went on and did something in the pros. They can't name it. And I'm a Georgia boy. I'm a Georgia boy sticking up for Florida now. I just tell the truth, man. I just tell the truth. Man, just go look at the running backs over the last 15 years. Look at the running backs, the receivers, the offensive linemen, and the defensive linemen that Alabama had when they start rolling. And I ain't got nothing else to say. Once you look at that, you can't get around it.
I think
everybody keep talking about. Go ahead. Go ahead, bud.
I was going to say, I think 247 put the stat out. I think the state of Florida over the past 10, it is just the past 10 years, but the state of Florida has produced 326 NFL players the past 10 years. The next closest state is Texas, and they're at like 256.
Right. And then
And
Georgia,
then,
California fighting for that.
yeah, Cali is at 226. And
And
then I think
Georgia,
Georgia is fourth at like, they're
correct.
like one something.
Correct. And see, when we just talking about players that go to the NFL, this is another thing I don't nobody talk about. Look at all the players that went to Alabama and they went to the pros, and what are they doing? Name me the game changers. I can't name one, but Derrick Henry, and he grew up right up the street from me, right here in Yulee. I can't name them. Name me somebody else beside that just took over the NFL by storm.
Stay right there. Stay right there. In the comment section, who's some of the top players that came out of Alabama? When you say took the NFL by storm, you mean like what?
I'm talking about like what Miami doing with these Hall of Famers every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, whatever. And see this is crazy because I ain't
Like
never
what
seen it
Lamar
before.
Jackson doing.
Yeah.
Julio Jones.
No, we can go Ray Lewis. We can
Listen,
go.
listen. Now they gonna listen. Nobody ain't asked you to compare. What you finna make it a competition now? They gonna get you in the comment section. They gonna get you right in the comment section. Listen, because they smarter. I've realized that they're smarter. All of them together are a lot smarter than us sitting up here. Oh, they finna get you.
I already know they gonna say
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Big dog. I'm gonna say they're gonna say Derek Thomas and what's the other linebacker that played for the Falcons in Buffalo.
Marlon Humphrey, the top corner.
Okay.
Cooper don't count. Cooper
don't
don't
like
count.
Amari Cooper?
He don't count. He's from Miami.
Hey, big dog, that's what I'm talking about. Get him.
I mean, think about it. Cooper was a lock for Miami.
Now Minka Fitzpatrick for Pennsylvania, but name the rest of them. Because the two best players I could think of back then that was
that boy done kicked his own self out. Don't talk
back then from when they beat us in '92. From two defensive ends, you had Cornelius Bennett before that, and you had Derek Thomas. I'm talking about in this generation right now of Alabama players who's showing out in the NFL like the guys I just called out. Minka Fitzpatrick ain't really doing too much of that.
Yeah, I would say Minka's all right. He's okay, but
Mark Ingram,
Julio, Mark Ingram, Minka.
Hello.
We can hear you.
We hear you.
And I'll say Mark Ingram has been in the league for a long time, but I mean, is he gonna go to the Hall of Fame? I don't know about that.
Mark Ingram? Marlon Humphrey, they say Marlon Humphrey the top cornerback. Derek, you can hear us?
Yeah, he good. Marlon Humphrey good.
Derek done went quiet on him.
Julio stay hurt all the time. But I can't hear y'all.
But I think Julio is gonna be a Hall of Fame type guy though. I think he's gonna get in the Hall of Fame at some point.
Hall of Fame? I don't know about that.
Julio?
Y'all there?
I'm hearing feedback. Yeah,
I can hear you.
I can hear you on my TV, but I can't hear y'all through my phone.
Go fix it, man, and wave when you got it fixed, man. That boy Derek finna start a competition.
Man, he taking us all the way back. He was back in '62 when they started the program. I was there with my uncle.
They saying they still naming people Jonathan Allen.
I mean, honestly though, like that's something that we've known for a long time. Even the guys who've made a career out of being in the NFL, like the Red Wines of the world, and a lot of guys that have played for 4, 5, 6 years.
Right.
We produce a lot. We produce a lot of guys, and sometimes because of us not winning, our guys don't go as high as they should in the draft. So I completely get what he's saying, and we've been sanctioned. Alabama's never been sanctioned, right?
Right.
So for them to have the seasons that they had, I don't know. But the one thing I'll say is this: over the past decade, over the past 15 years, they've been, the best program out there. So you definitely want to give them their props. I see Timothy in here with the tigers, the tiger emojis. So
Timothy like hang around, don't he?
yeah, and I saw in the comment section somebody asked, um, when it's all said, when it's all said and done for Saban, is Dabo gonna go ahead and take over at Alabama? I saw that in the comment section, and people been saying that for years. People been like, man, when Saban done, Saban and Dabo got that friendship, and Dabo went there. So, but we'll see.
Right.
Hey, big dog, I'm gonna get you. I heard you when I
They
was trying
still,
to get my
they
phone
still,
fixed.
they still naming people, dog. Clinton Ha
Hey,
Ha Dix, Landon Collins,
hey,
and
hey, hey,
His
hey.
Fire
They
Mama.
keep they hold on. See, we need to fix this right now. I didn't say who went to the pros. I said what are they doing? Who is headline that just consensus all pro like the Miami boys was doing back in the day? They just naming players. They just got drafted to the from Alabama. They ain't doing what the Miami boys were doing.
Minka
You can
Fitzpatrick
name
All Pro.
you can name Ha Ha and He and Chi and all that. They ain't what they doing.
Minka
What they
Fitzpatrick
doing?
All Pro.
Huh?
Minka Fitzpatrick is an All Pro.
He is right now. He ain't been in the league but a couple years, so it's too early to be talking about him right now. I ain't saying he ain't a good player. He is a great player. But a lot of these guys they naming, they ain't doing nothing, man. They just on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
How many all pros they name?
They still naming them. Evan Neal.
Okay. Hold on. Evan Neal had just went into the pro 2 years ago?
Well, you gotta give them a chance. They got some
Well,
quarterbacks. They got a couple quarterbacks out there.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying right now. They taking it and not understanding what I said. I said, name me impact players that came in. They wanted to just start dominating like the Miami boy were doing, like Jerome Brown was doing, like Cortez Kennedy was doing, like Ed Reed was doing, like Ray Lewis was doing, like what Sean Taylor was doing, what all the tight ends. I could name the last 6, 7, 8, 9 tight ends. These guys, they own the roster. They make a couple of plays a game, but they not on no headliner every week and no all pro or all senses. What they call that thing in the NFL. Every 10 years, you on this all pro team of the 80s, 90s. Name me, they ain't name nobody now. Julio was one. Derek Thomas, Cornelia Bennett was one.
Cornelius Bennett, yeah.
Now Streeter named that running back. Now that running back, he was good, but he was no Hall of Fame running back. Mark Ingram.
Let me clear this up. He's talking about he talking about from Alabama College, not Alabama the state. He's talking about players that are produced out of Alabama. Right. The College of Alabama, not the state of Alabama.
Street, you
mean, I think like players producing in the NFL, bro, like it has something to do with college, and it really it's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that argument comes. You know when that argument comes a lot of times?
What's that?
When you done got your ass kicked in a college argument.
Nah, not me. Not me because when Miami was winning, like I told you, I called out the guys I said was trendsetters from Alabama. I called them out. I seen them play with my own eyes.
Well, how did we get to this conversation? You remember how we got here?
Because we was talking about when they were talking about Saban is this all-time great coach. Saban is a CEO of a company. He is not a great coach. He's a great CEO. He knows how to acclimate coaches.
Rich, how did we get this conversation? Rich, how did we get this conversation?
I would have to, look, I don't know, but I have to say this. You got some quarterbacks that are game managers. So not every quarterback has raw talent. And with Saban, you could be a CEO, but he's damn good at being a CEO. So I can't.
He won the top. He won the top.
Yeah, I can't pull no punches with that.
He's the face of the program. He just like how Bobby Bowden was. Bobby Bowden was the face of Florida State. You ain't see him doing a lot of X and O's in his latter years. In the beginning, he did.
Manny, what's up, bro?
Yeah. What's going on? What y'all in here talking about, man? What we getting into?
He's talking about. He's saying that this is how that conversation always go. We go look at Nick Saban winning record. Then we all throw up. Oh God!
No, I don't get winning record.
And then what happens is anytime we get your ass kicked in the college conversation, then the first thing people say is they ain't put nobody in the NFL, and that's how we get to where we at now. Does Alabama produce top NFL players? He's saying that they didn't produce top NFL players like Miami did back in the day.
Who said that?
Well, I didn't say top. I said the one that was dominating. It was dominating in the NFL like the Miami boys were doing. I called out Cornelius.
I don't even think it's close. I don't think it's close. It's not close.
It's not close.
I think it's more along the lines of a quantity and not quality. I mean, if you go look at the All Pros, they might have a couple of Alabama guys on there who do their thing from every now and then, but when we look at guys like Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, it's like you can see they were trending towards being Hall of Famers. Even guys like Sean Taylor, you can see the way he was carrying himself. He was trending towards being a Hall of Famer.
Right. I'm gonna even go deeper. When the last time Alabama had a Hall of Fame player? I'm gonna even go deeper. I'll wait.
Oh, yeah, it was a sizable gap.
Yeah, it is.
Because they were down for a while. Really until Saban got there.
And Ray Lewis and them younger than me now. Warren Sapp and them younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 55, so it ain't been that long. So I'm just saying, when the last time they had a Hall of Fame player, that's what I ain't want to go there, but now we got to go there now. When the last time they had a Hall of Fame player?
Our players from the 90s are just getting in the Hall of Fame. We finna have a hell of a run. No Hall of Fame players.
Streeter, the point I'm making is, I've been saying this for the last 20 years before y'all started y'all podcast in the last couple of years. I've been saying this since the 2001, 2002. Miami has always had the talent. We wasn't getting the money, and we didn't have the coaches. It's always been coaching and not putting money in the program.
Right.
Everybody else was putting money in their program and had good coaches. Miami was trying to go on the cheap forever. Jimmy Johnson talk about that all the time. Butch Davis too.
Yeah, we know.
So I mean, if you put this, what Cristobal said, if you put the money in Miami, put the coaches in Miami, and let Miami be Miami, there's no other place like Miami.
Well, we finna goddamn find out, goddamn.
No.
So let me ask a question. So
that's how I use the mute button on Derek. Derek like a wild horse over there. I ain't never had to use the mute button on nobody. I thought muting him to practice.
I mean, we was on a hot streak in June with recruits. Now we in July, beginning of July too. Now towards the latter part of July, we see different chess moves being made. You see Olis Alinen go to Alabama. We know that he's a project O-lineman when it comes to pass protection. Then you got PK. He goes over to Texas. He said he cried about it, and Texas was, God answered his prayers and said he went to Texas. Maybe it was a shoebox under the bed, something like, I don't know. But we missed out on Aguero. He said he was talking Spanish. His parents talking Spanish.
What I
with the
told
coaches.
you, Streeter, he telling you right now.
Yeah, I know. And then on top of that, maybe they had some fritanga bread or something like that, some café con leche. And then next thing you know, he goes to Georgia where they ain't got no fritanga bread and they ain't got no café con leche.
Hey, Redneck Athens, Georgia. Right the street from where I grew up at. Redneck Athens, Georgia.
Right. And they probably don't even have a Starbucks. Maybe only in the school, right?
They do. Not for you and me.
right for the players. So now
no, I'm talking about
I got you.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
So
Let me get this mute button ready, man. You can get all us jacked up.
Hey, I'm from Georgia now. I got to tell the truth now.
Go ahead, Rich.
So my question is, so what's going on? So are these moves that's being made, are they chess moves, or I mean, because we know what we know. Unc just said, we pouring the money into Miami now. Everybody see it. Do the recruits see it too? Or I mean, I'm not
What
even
you
gonna
think?
talk about
What
the
you think,
bag because
Nettie?
everybody got a bag.
What you think, Nettie?
I think we gotta understand that we are victims a little bit of a circumstance that has been a certain way so long, and a perception has been pushed out that the SEC and I guess the Big Ten is above everybody else. That now it gets a little bit more difficult to actually like say that a person that goes to another school won't have the same type of advantages that other schools have. We always talk about the SEC. I forgot what's a little term for the conference.
It means more.
It means more. That bullshit, whatever that means. That whole perception kind of pushes this idea that it's kind of like the SEC and then everybody else. I don't necessarily agree, but because that thought process has been there for so long, it makes it very easy for people to for them to sell that. I said that in the group chat too. I said, don't be surprised if you see a situation where the Georgias and the Alabamas of the world start kind of selling this idea. Hey, why you want to go to Miami? They're gonna get left behind when we make these two super conferences. The same
Right.
way when when we were trying to get certain kids to Miami during the Al Golden years, it was like, why would you go to Miami? They about to be under sanctions. They about to be down bad for years. Like why would you want to go there? And when those types of things happen and that negative recruiting happens, it kind of gives this perception. But once again, I've said this before. I keep saying it. In the words of Street. And even more so, Bane. Nightmare's over. I have full trust in Mario and what he's doing. I don't have any doubts in my mind that whatever it is we try and get accomplished will get accomplished because I feel like we got the right person in position to do that job. So
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, hey, I don't want to cut you off.
No, you good. Good.
I was like, hey, now by me being the age that I told y'all, Miami, what made me leave the University of Georgia as my number one team, it was my second team was growing up in the 90s, in the 80s, 90s, and now Miami was a movement. It wasn't just for a football team, it was a movement,
Right.
man. You had all nationalities from the fan base to the players to the coaches. You had all nationality. If you go to a University of Florida, Florida State game, you're gonna see a few African Americans or some Hispanics, and that's most of the players that's on the team, parents and family,
Right.
right? You go to Miami game, not the Dolphins, the Heat, wherever, you see a multicultural mix of people.
I
You
agree with
understand what I'm
that.
saying?
I
So
agree with
that's
that.
what made me a fan of University of Miami. You had a black coach that they at least they did hire. They didn't do right by him, but at least they hired Randy Shannon. Then you got a Cuban coach, and you got all these different cultures in one big melting pot trying to win. But the powers that be, you come at Miami with fake sanctions for 5 or 6 years. You try to destroy the program like SMU. There was no evidence on nothing. You destroyed them 5 or 6 years. So we just recovering from the early 2000s on the fake sanctions you gave us. But you won't just like we were talking about on the quarterback for Baltimore, Lamar Thomas. No
Lamar
matter
Jackson.
what Lamar Jackson, no matter what sport it is, you want that all American pie, you know what, to be the top in each sport. When it's the people that's brown and black, whatever, you gonna do whatever you can to shut them down. They do not want Miami movement to come back. They're gonna do whatever it
Yeah.
takes. And just look as soon as Cristobal took over. They start running their mouth in the media about money and the bag and this and that. And anybody that know anything about football, knowing that Clemson, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Mississippi State, Mississippi, LSU, whatever, been giving athletes money forever. But
Right.
soon as Miami do the same thing y'all do, you want to shut them
Oklahoma.
down. Yes. When back in the 90s, when the players on the sideline grinding and gyrating, and all the white nationalities grinding and riding back with them in the stands, what they do? They start implementing all these rules in college football. You can't do this no more. You can't take your helmet off no more. You can't do that. Whatever it is, man. Miami's coming back right now. What they trying to do? They trying to come at you left and right now. They trying to stop crystal ball movement on recruiting. They coming out with all these lies for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks about anything I do national with the
Well,
University of Miami.
NIL. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
NIL,
gotta say,
everything.
so I got a question. So do you think that it's important for the recruits that are going there now to really think of what they're doing as a movement? Because even with the coaching staff now, the one thing that Miami was always bad at is I don't think they ever stacked coaches. And when you look at some of those teams that are in the SEC, and even Florida State did it with Jimbo, they stack coaches. So
Yep.
so now that we have that, I think, do you also implement, because the turnover chain was a culture thing, right? But the movement is Miami being a movement is a historical culture thing. Like, one of the biggest strengths that Miami has is the fact that they're more diverse when it comes to not only coaching, which they are now, than probably any other team, but also the players too. Do you think that Miami should stand on that now, and that's something that even the players should stand on now?
It's you turn down your TV in the back, D. I think we can hear your TV in the back. What you bet that boy got out of here again? Manny, you heard this question?
No, I think it sounded like you muted him before you finished it. Go ahead again.
Give me the short version, Rich.
All right, short version. So Miami was a movement back in the day because of how diverse they were as a team.
Okay.
Now, Miami is diverse when it comes to their coaching staff, and of course they're diverse when it comes to the players that they have on their roster. Do you think that recruits care about that as a movement? And do you think that Miami should promote that as a movement? That we've always been like this. This is not something that we do to get you to come here. Like you won't ever have a coach wear Jordans just because he coming to your mama house.
Right.
Do you think that that's something that Miami should kind of hang their hat on and be like, hey, this is what it is over here?
I don't know if they can. What you think, Megan?
Personally, I feel like that's not new. I think they actually have been doing it for quite some time. I think the thought process has kind of just got confused with because even I think somebody said something about that, like towards the beginning of the staff being assembled, about how the lack of diversity or something to that extent on the staff, and kind of took me for a loop for a little bit because I was like, am I missing something? Because when you look at on paper, like they staff they got a little bit of everything on it.
Yeah,
everything. The diversity has always been a selling point. I think, and kind of shout out to what Street is. The guy you interviewed, Street. I don't know what coach he was, but
Johnson.
Yeah, what he was kind of saying is at the end of the day, the bottom line is kids want to win, and they want to buy in when it's winning. The diversity, I think, is important. Absolutely, 1000%. Representation matters. We always talk about that. It's a huge thing. But at the end of the day, like these other coaches they're not dumb. T. Rob wasn't hired because the results that he had at Miami were so phenomenal. T. Rob was hired because those DBs get to get coached by a guy who looks like them. Even if the coaching don't necessarily be good, because I think we're going to see a night and day difference with our DBs. Now that may have had something to do with the internal conflict between Manny and T. Rob. That's a whole different conversation for a whole other day. But regardless, these staffs have kind of learned a while ago that diversity, inclusion, representation matters. Jimbo having a guy like what's his name? Hispanic guy, a lead recruiter.
Spanish?
Yeah, Mario homeboy.
Mirabal?
Nah, he's on dribble staff.
Man, he texted me the other day.
Damn, I'm drawing a blank.
From Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hispanic dude.
Oh my gosh. Went to Miami High.
Somebody got put in the chat.
They're gonna put it in the chat. It's coming. But what about him?
You think he's at Texas A&M because he's a leader? What he does as a coach? No, he understands the most of his talent base is going to come from down here in South Florida. So we need to get a guy who looks like that. Because then we hear rumors that he was supposed to come on his staff, but Jimbo threw the bag at him. He backed the Brinks truck up, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hold it."
He said he got promoted. I'm not talking to him. James Coley. He said he got promoted to assistant officer coordinator or something like that.
He backed the Brinks truck up. He knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? And in this age of we constantly have attrition, people moving, you gotta at some point start pulling those young guys and getting that diversity on your staff. These big time coaches know that already. They're not slow. What they outside of seeing themselves represented on the coaching staff, because it gives those young men an insight on, hey, the coaching, if football works out, if I had the right type of mindset and ability to coach at the next level, then hey, maybe I can see myself doing that, coming back in as a grad assistant. That's the part that we already checking that box for. The part that we got to check the box for is winning, because once you do it and you see it, that 10-win season, that was prior to our current standing right now. That was the best recruiting class we had after that season. I think that was a Mark Pope class.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Cost K, man. Say that's why Al Golden didn't belong here.
Facts.
You agree with that, Rich?
He tried to make it South Penn. He tried to make it South Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Why did when I met Al Golden at the prison, and I thought, you know what I'm saying, I thought blue eyes. When I met him and I saw him and I listened to him talk to those prisoners, he was impressive to me as a man and you know what I'm saying, as a person.
He's a great speaker.
He didn't feel like when I met D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio felt like he was gonna try to sell me some frozen cups or a used car or something.
And he was a good recruiter, man. He just wouldn't. He was hard headed like Rick. He wouldn't make the necessary changes that was needed. Can you imagine who would have got rid of his defensive coordinator, D'Onofrio?
Right.
I'm gonna talk about that though. You muted. Look at that. Bam. Hey, listen, Rich, what you finna say, dog?
No, I was gonna mention he wasn't a great fit because he didn't know how to really evaluate the talent here in South Florida. So his thing was everybody had to gain weight. He had to put size on everybody. And we all know, you know what I'm saying? At some of our high schools, dudes is eating Cheetos from the corner store after practice. So, I mean, and he was so gung-ho about putting weight on them and his philosophy with safety, saying that he could, a 4.7, 4.8 safety is a great safety, and that's never been Miami. So, so yeah, he was. It just wasn't a great fit, but he was a great person. I'll tell you that. He seemed like a genuine person. Even with him going down with his homeboy, getting fired because he wouldn't fire his homeboy, that shows a lot of character on his part. But at the end of the day, he just wasn't a Miami guy.
I got a question for you. Let me try to give you a scenario. Let's say, how could I put this? Let's say that I want to give y'all a scenario and give y'all a possibility on why he wouldn't fire his homeboy. Let's say that we all worked at different plants, right? Let's say we all worked at different Pepsi plants, right? I'm a manager here, then I hire you to come here, you my homeboy. We had different Pepsi plants, but these Pepsi plants aren't loyal to us. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do a good job, these Pepsi plants get us out of here in 3 years. If you don't do a good job, so I bring my homeboy over here. He with me. We riding. My homeboy start acting up. Right. I know that my loyalty is to who? The Pepsi plant, or it's to my homeboy who probably some at some point in time helped me out 10 years ago when they were talking about get in the coaching fraternity, and I know my homeboy is a lifeline to keep me in the coaching fraternity.
Right.
Do you fire your homeboy, Medi? Right, Derek, do you fire your homeboy? Knowing that even if I fire my homeboy, I get my ass kicked next year by Clemson by 30. I may be going anyway.
I'm not gonna fire him because I'm talking hindsight. What as far as what is right, the loyalty I have much respect for, because say all 4 of us on staff, and I got to let one of y'all go, and I've been knowing y'all all these years, and we've been friends, family, all that. I probably couldn't have done it either. I'm just talking in hindsight. What cost me his job? I couldn't have done it either.
Right.
I could, because as fans, we say what should be done, but if you put us in that situation, we ain't gonna get it done either.
Right.
I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it.
What you think, Medi?
My mindset's a little bit different because I kind of had an understanding that I know it has to get done. Like I don't have time for, quite frankly, I don't have time for the bureaucracy that comes with coaching. Like these people pay me a lot of money to do a job, and if I don't do that job, I understand my ass is on the line. And so for me, it's kind of like I don't know. And I've always been in the mindset that like I don't take none of this stuff personally. Like we got jobs with this. It's how Manny says it. I mean, how Mario says it. It's a vocation, quote unquote, which means if I have a distinct responsibility to do a job, and that I don't do that job correctly, my ass is grass.
Oh, you take so you. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I know it's easy to say, oh yeah, I can't fire my homeboy. I get it, and I get the loyalty aspect, but at the same time, like we got a job to do. So if we don't do it, I gotta understand that. And then that kind of twofold, that kind of rises me the rest of my career, like because you pointed out on multiple occasions, Street, none of them guys that we hired got another job as a head coach anywhere.
Oh Lord, that hurt.
Yeah, that hurt.
He's now working for a black guy. And
I thought he was still with Detroit Lions.
No, he's DC at Notre Dame now.
DC at Notre Dame.
Hey, my son told me 2 days ago he went to this mall in Jacksonville, the Avenues Mall. He saw him in the Avenues Mall 2 days ago.
Where's that at?
It's in Jacksonville.
Oh, you talking about Al Golden?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's up in Notre Dame now. So
okay, I thought he's with the Detroit Lions still.
Yeah, I think he was Detroit. I think he went to the
Notre Dame
with the Bengals for a little bit.
Yeah, he was. So B Little said so you would let your homeboy get you fired. B Little, what I'm saying is that Clemson is on the schedule next year. You ain't dodging it. So it's almost like if you fire your homeboy, right? Okay, you know what's going on at Miami. See, I think what was happening is that people was getting here and they was looking around and they was realizing that, holy shit, this is mom and pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, this what y'all gonna get me to work with? We heard. So they was on the inside looking out. And I can see how Mark Richt could be more loyal to his son, right? Because it happened again, right? It happened again.
That's his child.
Right.
And I can see how Al Golden could be more loyal to his boy who may one day help him out or have helped him out before.
Well, you know, football come and go, but that's still your friend. So
Oh yeah, for sure. And like Winston said it, man. It's business, nothing personal. I heard that was probably one of the best advice I ever heard. Don't ever hire nobody you can't be willing to fire.
Yeah, well now
That's true.
by you
That's
having
true.
the personality,
It's
by
true.
you having the personality that you got, buddy, you'll make an excellent coach.
Now check it out. Nassau Jones said, so Medi ain't got no homeboys.
No, it's not necessarily that. It's just like I understand it's the difference between business and personal. Like I'm not trying to be cutthroat. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or have any type of animosity be built against me. It's just like we got a business to like we owe it to these people to give them the best product we can. I owe it to the even more important, not even the fans, to the athletes. Like if these people end up like I have a legacy to define. If Nick Saban didn't do a bunch of stuff in a certain amount of years with a legacy that he established at LSU, them Alabama people it's Alabama people right now who be wanting to get him. He doesn't get an NIL going the way the fans want it. They already calling for his head. And this man bought them 5 national championships.
Hey, let me bring your point up on that with my cousin. This what my cousin told me the Alabama fan base is. They don't care how many national championships Nick Saban won. If he not getting the job done, get him out of there. That's their mindset. They don't care he won 5, 6 national championships. They don't care. If he not getting the job done, get him out of there and bring the other one in. Cause they be like, Alabama is a program, is a company.
I find that
Nah,
really,
but check it though. It's something that we're not talking about though. When you talk about a job where you're making $2-3 million a year, you got your homeboy on the staff, he making $800,000 a year. We're talking about generational money. We're talking about money where your homeboy after 3 or 4 years is set. And at the end of the day, you don't know where you're gonna coach next, right?
Yeah.
In a scenario like that,
you got to be cutthroat.
Well, actually, think about it. So I'm Mark Rick, and my son ain't never had no job. He just came from the college dorms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to set my son up to make sure that he got some paper in his pocket. That way he ain't living in my house no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I put him on the staff. I give him a job for 2-3 years, making $300,000-$400,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I already got the bag. I got plenty of bags. Money ain't an issue for me.
Right.
So when you look at it from that perspective, same thing with Golden. This my boy. I know that I'm gonna get a bag somewhere else. I done got a bag. I got life-changing money already. I'm trying to help my homeboy get life-changing money too. So it's a lot of different storylines within a football team. I want to do the best job for the university, and I want to do the best job for the kids that are going there. But as a head coach, I'm gonna do the best job that I can, but I'm gonna do it my way.
So listen, right, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and the people that been down with me from day one, I'm gonna bring them with me.
Right. So now what Manny is explaining is that we saw another situation where Blake Baker said, "This is not my defense. This is kind of like our defense. We get together and we set the defense, right?" And then after the season, he got let go, and Manny took over the defense. And we all knew that they were in that together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I guess that's the other. That's what Manny's trying to say. I guess that's the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Manny ended up getting canned anyway. Same thing that I'm saying.
Right. But Manny made $12 million.
Oh. And y'all praising me for asking them a goddamn question. I'm still lost. He still won. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I was a fan of you. I was a fan of you when you were asking them questions that he didn't want to answer. That's when I said, "That's my dog right there."
And Street, I always kind of assume that's why you like on the media portions after practice stuff like that, why you don't say much. Because I don't think you play the politics. I don't think you one of them guys that's gonna just say things that people want to hear, or the same 4 questions we always ask: what's your height and weight? How do you think the defense is improving this year? What do you got? Like, we about to hear in 2 weeks or a week and a half. Same thing. You gonna be back out there? So what's your weight like now? How's the new coaching staff? Like, I'm over it. So that's why I kind of see where you at when you kind of just be like, I'm just go ahead and get this content.
If I can't ask them anything, I remember the first time I realized my power when I asked Allen Hearns, "You following Miami Carol City this year? Y'all gonna win? Y'all gonna do something?" And he started smiling. Like they really have a smile up there, you know what I'm saying? He started smiling and he was happy to answer that question. And that's when I realized that, so I don't gotta ask these little goofy questions because it's like a game that I don't know how to play. Hey, this is D. Streeter from Footballville West, and and it's like something that I don't know that game. Between them, it gets really competitive between them. I've seen crying because a guy's getting information they don't know where it's getting from. I'm talking about real crying tears. Because a guy's getting information, they don't know where it's getting it from. And I never understood the seriousness of it like that. But maybe you're right, though. I don't ask those questions because it's like I'm always looking for a question that makes sense to me because I see it different. I don't know. Maybe I should just want my name.
Your perspective is not ordinary media. They crying because this is their livelihood.
Right.
Like you have like you are a 2-sided coin where you have something where you're doing financial literacy, things like that. I don't know if y'all saw that too. I don't agree with a lot of the politics, but what's the dude name down there? He just passed that law that now they gotta take financial literacy in high school now.
DeSantis?
DeSantis.
Yeah, shout out to him for that. Not for anything else, but shout out to him for that. I think that shit's important. But you have that aspect. You built a relationship or rapport with a lot of the kids that they go in there interviewing, and we talk about this offline. You know what I'm saying? When they reach out to you, like, "Hey, can you help me do this or set this up or get this interview?" It's because they know you have a leverage that they won't have because you have. I ain't gonna call it a complexion because some of them kids are Hispanic too. Some of them people are Hispanic, but I will say. You connect them on a level that they won't ever be able to do, and so that resonates with them. So when you've had 4 or 5 conversations with them before they even enrolled at Miami, it don't even seem right. You go there and being like, "Say, so what's your weight and size like?" Huh? Like it seems phony. It's like man, I talk to this man like in real life. Like make sure his mama good. Like he know I don't give a damn about his weight and his height. I'm trying to make sure he's straight up here. Like I'm trying to make sure he ain't trying to pull no funny business and making sure that he's good. There's a level of care and reverence that you have that don't necessarily that doesn't resonate because all them other people are just trying to do it for content and clicks.
Exactly, and you messing their game up when you like. So how your mama doing? So what you think about that new coach at Miami? They like, man, we don't want to write about this.
Yeah. Right.
They'll sit there, they'll mess around and turn your mic off. Street will be like, is my mic on? My mic on?
Nah, I try to ask different. It's about to start next week. I try if I could come up with a different question. If not, I just don't ask a question. But their questions be geared towards their work and what they're going to have to do that afternoon. And sometimes they even link together to ask questions to kind of go with the stories that they're going to write. But yeah, I always just came from a different place. Like it was different for me, and I like how Mehdi actually like communicate that word. That sometimes I can't even put it in words, but he just did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. He put it in the right context.
Man, he made $12 million, bro.
Yeah, he made $4 million a year. 4 times 3 is 12.
Hey, Street.
And then
let me ask y'all a question on something because I need some clarity. With Street, it's that I read it do too big time because when you come off the streets as a civilian with no discipline, this, that, whatever, they tell you, give me 13, 14 weeks with this guy, and I'm going to turn him into a basic Marine. So when I listen to these coaches saying that, or people saying that, I understand when you building a football program that it takes a couple of cycles of recruiting and this and that, whatever. But why, with what he's done in the transfer portal and the changes he's made in the few months, that we can't have immediate success, this first year coming into the fall? But you could turn a civilian to a basic Marine in 13 weeks. He's been here over 13 weeks. So why can't he have some decent success coming up right now, even though you got to have depth and stability as your foundation, to sustain after this, this class graduating into the next one, to the next one, to the next
one. Would you be willing to go to war with those Marines after they walk off that parade deck?
Why you ask me that, man?
Next question.
Why you ask me that, man? Why you ask me that, man?
Next question. All right. Them dudes about to go to war, dog, okay? Real war, all right? Next question.
I ain't got nothing for that one.
Rich, what you think, Rich? With the infusion of the transfer portal, right?
I mean, you
Somebody
said
said,
it.
Hell no, he won't.
You said it, man. I mean, some people that's in the transfer portal, they ain't nothing but Jimmys and Joes, man. They not dogs.
Maddie, did you hear what he just said? Derek, tell Maddie what you just said.
I ain't repeating that no more, man. You done made me like a fool on national TV.
He said if you could create a Marine in 14 weeks, right, and you walk out that mug 20 pounds lighter. Now, listen, when I walked out that thing, I could not fit the clothes I came with on, dog. Like I tried to put them on, it was like, whoa. He said if you could create a Marine in 14 weeks, and Mario just got an infusion of transfer portal kids. He's had them longer than 14 weeks. Why can't Miami instantly win if you could create a Marine in 14 weeks? And I asked him, I said, would you be willing to go to war with those Marines after they walk out off that parade deck? and he instantly realized, hell no, I ain't going to war. Not that set of Marines. Can we go to Camp Lejeune or something? What, a war there or something?
Touche.
I ain't asking no more questions today.
Hey, Vet Talk said he's in the Army and they deployed right after school.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We had to go to training.
Shout out to Vet Talk.
Well, he said right after school. Well, that's true. The school is another 4 more months, right?
That's not
depending on what y'all call it, MOS. Yeah.
Yeah, MOS. Yeah, the school is another 4 months. So now you're talking about 8 months. So now you damn near been a Marine for a year. You know what I'm saying? And still, like, going to war, that's something else. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's something different. But I mean, I'm just saying, can Mario come in here and win right away? I keep going back to your boy Urban Meyer. He did it twice. I don't know if Urban Meyer is some genius, some alien. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Urban Meyer one of the few coaches they got a winning record against Nick Saban.
He did it. He did it twice. Now y'all can name any other coaches that jumped right in and started winning. Tyrone Willingham did well that first year, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Notre Dame. Yep.
Not saying that you listen, bro.
Coca did.
Mario got a lot of things. Can't count Coca.
It was stacked for Urban Meyer at Florida and Ohio State.
You right. Yeah, he set it up like that, Bo. If he had to build it from the ground up, he got a heart problem and retired from football. Yeah, you right.
No, listen, it's not impossible for Mario to come in here and win right away. I just don't think it's healthy for y'all to start thinking like that.
I ain't talking about. No, it's not healthy. But I ain't talking about 12 games. I'm talking about. Do you think he can win 9 or 10? I think so.
I don't think that's
9 to 10. Yeah.
What you say, man?
I don't think that's far-fetched at all. Do I Do I commit him to that? Like, do I say like, oh, we win 10 games? We win? No, I don't do that. But to think that he can't do it, like Mark Richt came in here and did that with Malik Rozier is the starting quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm gonna give. Hey, if Nick Saban or Mario had the team we had last year, how many games do they win?
If Nick Saban,
they would have changed a lot right before the season.
Exactly. Or Mario had the team that we had last year that won and went 75. How many games we had won last year?
I think a lot.
We had talent, but you can see the game we lost by ignorance and stupidity.
I think a lot of those games was coaching mistakes, and it was very evident in a lot of those games that there's levels to coaching, and Manny ain't reaching that. He's been under two legendary coaches, so he got something off the like being under Mac Brown and Mark Richt, so you can see like he can out coach what's buddy name from Florida State, Mike Norvell, or his backup. He was out with COVID. He can out coach one of them G5 coaches that just came up as an up and comer. But when it came to a coach who's been doing this for a while, Mac Brown and Nick Saban, they put they foot in his ass. It was clearly levels that he wasn't attaining.
If you go If you go back 6 or 7 years, I don't know who was calling defense. Manny was calling part of, but if you go back 6, 7 years, you can even almost go back 8 years. The middle of Miami defense has been exposed over the last 7, 8 years. It was getting exposed when Rick was getting ready to leave the team because look how Wisconsin and the rest of them was destroying us in the bowl game.
Yeah, we had no push against Wisconsin. Our trenches.
Even though that was some of the most egregious refereeing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That interview with not Pinkney. What was the other boy from Jacksonville? Not Mike Pinkney, the one that played the Jaguar. Shaq daddy. Did you hear the interview with his daddy when he said that when they played at Miami, the only thing Manny told them was to go for the ball. They didn't have no gap integrity or nothing. People don't talk about all this stuff, man. Why these linebackers were looking so bad?
And so now, that's where I can't commit to a 10, 11 win season just because I find it interesting to see. I would find it interesting to see somebody. We talked about it, I think, either in the group chat or last week. Some of these guys have in the last live chat we did, we talked about like how some of these dudes legitimately have never been coached properly. Like if we sitting there looking at it, a lot of the linebackers on this team haven't had proper coaching since high school because of what you just said. Like not understanding gap integrity, not understanding angles, not understanding leverage when you go to make a tackle, and then you see them missing tackles, not being able to find the ball, out of position every time you see them try to make a play, and then these people running for 400 or 500 yards like North Carolina. That is a system that is established based off of your coaching prowess or lack thereof. So when you see that happening, it's like that's telling me everything I need to know about the coach, right?
Florida State pass 4th and 14, middle wide open.
Wide open. How does that happen?
Don't make me throw up.
That's because
Marvin that. Cam Kitchens again. Boom.
It went Cam Kitchen fault.
That's my dog. No, Cam said, listen, bro, we had a tough time running zone last year. And that's all he just left it at that.
Miami was known on man to man.
So, and here's the thing with Manny too. Not only was he not developing the players, so he wasn't teaching them X and O's at practice. And once again, I'm talking from the outside looking in. I'm not talking from being close to the program and seeing them practice physically. I'm saying, well, from what we saw on Saturday and how many missed tackles that was going on especially at the beginning of the season, the first 6 games or so, you weren't teaching the X's and O's the way that it was supposed to be taught. And then on top of that, you weren't a great CEO or great game manager either, because when you had guys who had talent, who was actually doing what they had to do, You had the young guys stepping up. They weren't getting in the game until the last 3 or 4 games of the season. Same thing with De'Aaron King. We know De'Aaron King, was a big spark for us as a program. However, he wasn't ready to come back, and you would not play TVD. So that says a lot about not only you from a teaching perspective, but also you from a CEO perspective and a game manager perspective. So it's a lot of things that he left to be desired when it comes to being a head man or a leader for a program. So
I 1000
Kane, shout out to Cos Kane. Cos Kane say Manny couldn't outcoach his mama. That's funny. What's up?
Your show is gonna go places, man. What I like about your show, on top of that, you got these young guys in here, much younger than me. I would say they the 2000 kids, maybe late 90s, and they got all this knowledge, man. I mean, this is unbelievable, bro.
These two guys right here?
Yeah.
These two guys right here?
I take the compliment.
Yeah.
No, man, I understand people. I understand
I'm
people,
saying
man.
these young guys, they on their game, man, because you got a lot of these cats that's part of your podcast and the other podcasts. They just be talking, ranting, and raving from the 2000 team, and they don't be making no sense when they come on the show talking. They don't substantiate what they be saying. These cats here, man, they know their stuff, man. That's why I be watching y'all all the time, man. Y'all be on it.
Hey, we trying, man.
Stuff I
I'm an 80s
be
baby,
wanting to say. Hey, stuff I be wanting to say. Y'all already take it out my mouth, because these cats like, man, this old cat don't know what he's talking about. He just running his mouth, blah, blah, blah. Man, how you gonna tell me what I saw in my life? Our mouth can tell you anything, but your eyes gonna show you everything. And you were being nice about it, about when you were talking about Manning, you were being nice about it. You know what he was teaching them kids.
What he was teaching them?
Nothing. The turnover chain.
Go give me some turnover.
And the crazy thing about that is when them stats came out, because I never heard about, and ESPN was great at doing it. I guess they like the graphic, and I guess they like Miami just staying relevant, but that being our thing, especially because it was emulated so much. But they never talked about the declining amounts of turnovers year by year. They always talked about how many we've gotten in this many years, and I was like, that's that media shit I be talking about, because they did a fantastic job of showing us every time. Oh, since 2017, since the inception of the turnover chain, they fourth in the nation with this many turnovers. And you used to be like, hell yeah, shit, it's working. And then you go back to year by year after the turnover chain's been retired, and you like, wait a second, it's a steady decline. That means it stopped working, but we keep making new ones.
Yeah, you can play with numbers like that. That's you didn't see the interview with Asante Samuel, and he talked about Nami Apsawa. And he said how Nami Apsawa wasn't that good. He said Shanahan created him. He said nobody threw to his side because everything else on the goddamn defense was broken. You could do anything on the defense. He said, so basically it was like the Manny argument. Like, we stopped Alabama from running the ball. No, he didn't.
But we couldn't
move the ball around every goddamn way. You know what I'm saying?
They gave them all the passing. They ain't had to run.
Right. So the turnover chain is funny. Alonzo Highsmith, Luke redid my subject. Is the turnover chain part of the culture in the space last week? And Alonzo Highsmith came in there. And what you just said, Mehdi, he said when he heard them doing stats like that on the turnover chain, that's when he was done with it. He said because he realized that a gimmick was becoming ahead of the brand, and he had so much pride into the actual brand and the hard work and the sweat and what they had to do to build the youth. You know what I'm saying? That he said
2 years before that, y'all talked about that, and you talking about how you were talking to Highsmith before you even got him on the podcast. You talked about this a year and a half, 2 years ago, that you talked to him behind the scenes about that.
Yeah,
man, this man remember everything.
Yeah. Hey, no. Man, I'm a bookworm. I'm a pretty guy, but I'm a bookworm.
Yeah, I can respect it. At the end of the day, like I said, if it's not serving the purpose it's supposed to, get rid of it. And you know what's crazy is it seems like the damn media is more hurt than anybody else.
Right.
Like I said, it seemed. I think it's because they saw the phenomenon that was there. But
saw it, dog.
It would have. It would have.
I can't lie. I can't.
If the
I
wins
can't
came
lie,
along
Betty.
with it.
I can't lie, dog. Those first 2 turnovers, those first couple of turnovers that first year when they would get a turnover in that stadium and all the media would run to that point and he was standing. It was good for us. You know what I'm saying?
It was intimidating.
Yeah, but it was good for us, the media. It was good for us, the media. It was, bro, it was like surreal. Like if to see that thing in person, the thing was fucking huge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like King Kong will put on and to be able to capture them doing it for the first red wine doing it and capture them doing it up close like that for the first couple of times, knowing that the world was looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was an experience for the media. It was. Could we? I think we all foresaw what happened in Alabama could possibly happen, but we dodged the bullet a few times. Did we? We didn't have the turnover chain at FIU, did we? Not yet. Not yet, right? We didn't have it yet.
The turnover
We had
ring
to
or something like
because
that.
many coached that, and that came before.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We had the chain. We
just probably stupid pulling that shit out because
somebody
and that's what I'm
stole it
saying. We just dodged the bullet. Like we dodged the bullet a few times, and then at Alabama it was inevitable. And then Cam Kitchen takes his freshman ass in there and makes a play, and now we like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Now the chain got to come out in the midst of a blowout. You know what I'm saying? But
tough.
I think we dodged the bullet a few times. That the chain just didn't come out in the midst of us losing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or well, getting beat bad. Like who else did we get beat? We didn't get beat bad often, did we? Who beat us bad? Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson, Alabama.
Alabama.
The teams that got coaches with levels on it. If the coach had levels,
the team that was ranked, we got beat bad by. But if you look at that Alabama game, the stats, and you look at the Clemson game and the stats, you be scratching your head like, okay, the stats don't show that we should have been getting destroyed like this. That's coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That's coaching. If you look at them with your eyes, you just watch them with your eyes. Neither one of those games felt close to me. That Clemson game, when that first drive or that second drive, when they were 3rd and 14 or whatever, and they fucking threw the play back to the running back, and he ran for damn near 30 yards. I was like, man, get out of here. They got our number again. It was the first quarter. I didn't feel like we could
first
win
quarter.
That game.
Oh man, this thing.
I don't care
what out-coached.
Yeah, when they did that, like it was 3rd and 17, it was something crazy, and they did that play like, all right, run the play. Okay, run the 3rd down play. And then they did it, and he was like, and he got the first down. I was like, oh man,
you know what made me upset about that particular play? What made me upset about that particular play is that it's the same play that they ran against us when Al Golden was here, when they scored like 56 points.
Yep.
It was the same design.
I think Deshaun Watson was the quarterback.
Right.
It was the same. That's what made it even worse, is that he did the same play in the game and we fell for that shit again. That's what made it 15 times worse.
Bro, that's how I watch football, man. I don't know. Maybe I've stood on the sideline of games for way too long. You know what I'm saying? But people say, man, we was close at halftime. To me, no, we weren't. We weren't close at halftime. It's almost like when you're watching a fight, dog, and you can see who's throwing the harder punches.
Right.
And you're like, oh, this is going to be bad. And nobody got knocked down in the 5th round yet. But we're like, oh, this is going to be bad. Eventually, it's going to get bad. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with Mr. Wright on the second game. That first game, though, I think it's so crazy that we have to have these games in our history in recent memory where we got to get beat to sleep or lose to some team that we not supposed to be losing to get a head coach fired. I'm so tired of that shit. That's so old to me. That's
yeah.
Mr. Wright say refs throwing flags every time Miami made a play against Clemson and Bama didn't help either. Did we get any? See, do anybody ever remember when we get a break?
Yeah, I do. Pittsburgh.
We get breaks.
Pittsburgh. They gave us all the breaks in the world. We should have lost that game. The way they were doing us, 1,000%. We should have lost that Pittsburgh game. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. But honestly, you know what? I felt like vindicated because when Miami was number 2 in the playoff committee in that 10-win season, they did the same shit to us with a freshman Kenny Pickett. So for us to be at his outgoing gift, I was like, hey, it is what it is because we was on the opposite side of it too. So
yeah, that Pittsburgh game was.
I was giving y'all guys
even in those games. Go ahead.
I was giving y'all the praise and congratulatory statements. Why y'all ain't tell me to cut this dang on ringer off and this and that? That's how I keep getting knocked off this darn show. I'm so sick of this shit. Yeah, I'm on my iPhone and then I'm watching it on my TV.
Look at you, man. What you got going on, man?
He in the man cave chilling.
Cause we not on phones. I don't think we on. Matty, what you want? Matty got a green screen. I know he ain't on no phone.
Yeah, I'm on a computer right now.
Man, do
what
y'all
you
know
want, Rich?
Rich
got a green screen too.
Hey, I'm on my phone, man. I ain't on this high tech stuff, even though it's upstairs.
You in the man cave chilling.
Yeah, I'm on the iPhone. There, I'm looking at it on my main TV.
Okay,
that's what's up.
Yeah,
I use that when I'm on the go, but
yeah, I did that the first couple times I was on here, and then what I realized was, if you watch the playback, you can see me moving around in the background and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I see it.
So I try to make sure that I just go ahead and when I tune in, when I tap in on my laptop.
Well, see, I'm off today, so when y'all popped up, because I don't normally remember Streeter hitting on Monday, I got the alert. Streeter on live. I said, oh Lord, I'm on the couch. I'm jumping and running around. I'm gonna get on this damn show today.
I'm gonna start back doing. We're gonna start back doing the thing at 11:30 sharp, though. I'm gonna get back on my grind, though.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm happy, bro, because hey man, I had a great time today with y'all. Y'all kicking that knowledge. And y'all reminded me of some stuff, even though I'm gonna get big man talking about he was watching the game with my uncle when my phone had got messed up the first time. I'm gonna get you on that. I ain't forgot about that.
All right, man. Appreciate you, dog. So listen, what were we just talking about? But I was talking about like actually in those games, in Clemson game or in Alabama game, like do we get flags that are going our way too?
If the opponent is a higher ranked team or a perceived better team than us, absolutely not. But in some of them games where we really had no business winning, yeah, for sure. I absolutely think so.
Hey, one of my partners, he called me on the phone in Atlanta. He said, man, I seen Streeter and X, and I'm standing right next to Coach Hayes. I said, hey, man, I'm all hyped up and in my own little aura. Can't nobody tell me nothing. He like, Derek, sit down. I said, wait, man, what you tell me to sit down for in my house, man? And you in Atlanta. Man, you ain't believe it. I said, what? What, man? What you trying to tell me? Man, I saw Miami get off the bus. And I saw Alabama get off the bus. He said, we going to get slaughtered.
Levels.
He said, we going to get slaughtered. That's what he told me before the game started. He said, Derek, I saw Miami get off the bus, and I saw Alabama get off the bus. I said, hold on, man. I'm going through the chart. I'm going through the cheat sheet. I'm looking at the heights and weight. He said, Derek, don't believe that shit. He said, they might weigh the same, but they don't look the same. And I saw that game. I said, oh, and the receivers for Alabama made our cornerbacks and safety look like midgets. It like all they receivers was 6'2", 6'3".
Levels.
Shout out to Michi. Mechi just diagnosed with cancer, right?
leukemia. Yeah, it's a cancer.
From Alabama?
Yeah, man.
God,
he can't play this year. Yeah.
Oh, somebody done text him again. Pop, look at Pop. We're gonna holler at you tomorrow, Pop. All right, that's 3 times. Look at you back again. You can get this motherfucking thing to work, man. I told my wife I ain't want no goddamn Android. You get this shit on these motherfuckers. Yeah, man. They just diagnosed him with leukemia, right? What did they diagnose him with?
I don't know, but wow, that's shocking.
I think it's a level of cancer. A level of cancer. That's crazy, man.
Jordan?
Mechie, what is it, John Mechie?
John Mechie.
Ain't too many people named Mechie.
Didn't he just get drafted? He just got drafted, didn't he?
He just got drafted, yeah.
Yeah. Diagnosed with leukemia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, APL acute, most curable. He says the most curable form though. So
yeah.
He said recently I was diagnosed with APL acute promyelocytic leukemia, the most curable form of leukemia. I am currently receiving great medical care and I'm in good spirits, and I expect to make a recovery at a later point in time. As well as diagnosis, I will not be playing any football this season. The main focus will be on my health and recovery.
I pray that he does.
Thank you in advance for your support and well wishes. Cannot wait to come back stronger and God bless. Hey, Street man, if that ain't banging down the door on what you was scrolling on the bottom of the screen, I don't know what it is, man. Don't put off tomorrow what you do today. You fuck around and wake up with leukemia.
Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Footballville Mama just got drafted to the XFL and no coach.
This man a clown, man.
Y'all off the chain today, boy.
Hey, I gotta say this while I'm on screen because I see him in everybody. Hey, man, this guy's smooth. I'll be wondering if this dude is a closet Canes fan because he be in everybody Canes chat. Coach Hayes,
he do.
He came on here before. On video. That was the black dude.
Oh, smooth. I ain't never seen him, but I know he always be in Coach Hayes, man. That boy be in every Canes video.
He came on here before. I think he just like the support. I think he just like support black media. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. And Timothy, he said, we just trying to see what is so intriguing about the Canes, because we do see it a lot where a lot of people, I mean, even that dude who does the voice of college football, he has to do a Canes segment every week because he says when he does the Canes segment, that's when the most people watch. And he's an Ohio State fan.
Street, what I told you offline, Street.
Yeah.
Hey, Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk Herbstreit, Ohio State alum, but he loved the Canes. I think he loved the Canes more than Ohio State.
Right. True. Facts.
Desmond Howard.
Yeah, he been a closet Miami fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, what I
said.
Media
people coming out saying, "Man, I want to go to Miami," but you know,
listen,
that's crazy. Right.
What I told y'all, bro. This a movement, man. This a movement. This has always been a movement. And when them cats was talking about canceling out Luke, you can't cancel out Luke unless you cancel out the whole Miami culture, bro. Because Luke was advertising for Miami for free all through the 80s. Y'all ain't get him a dime for advertising in school.
Very true.
Taking care of them players behind the scenes when y'all weren't giving them no money.
Talk about it.
Y'all see the picture
allegedly.
of Luke and Lil' Kim?
Allegedly.
The picture,
Allegedly.
Y'all see that picture of Luke and Lil' Kim going
Which
around?
one? Luke and who going around?
Y'all ain't seen it?
No.
Lil' Kim?
Don't get demonetized.
Lil' Kim look like a dude in the phase now, man.
She look like something.
Yeah, ain't the Lil' Kim I grew up watching. Lil' him.
I'm gonna say Lil' him.
Oh man, this dude's out of control.
Oh man.
man, I can't wait to get back. Hey, all y'all in Miami?
Nah,
Or
I
Fort
live
Lauderdale?
in North Dakota.
I'm in Orlando.
I'm in Miami.
And boy, cut off again. He got another phone call, man. He's a celebrity.
You gone again?
I'm so
there
sick
you
of
go. He's
this
back.
thing.
He's back.
He got kicked out of here again? Let me see. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find it. I thought it was gonna be easier.
Oh, you talking about that picture that they was talking about?
Yeah.
Well, one thing for sure, no matter how people took the picture, Luke is sporting some Miami gear. Not University of Miami, but Florida Marlins.
Florida Marlins, yeah.
Miami Marlins.
How old is this
However
picture?
they call it now.
Oh, the picture's hilarious, though. I
How old
saw
is
it
he?
last. Old. It looked like it's in black and white.
Dang.
Let me see. Look, Kim look like she's 16 years old.
Yeah, she look young.
Okay, Miss Cynthia in here.
And then Miss Cynthia show up. Darn it. We got 189 in here, man. Y'all hit the like button for us. About to get out of here in a second, man. We going on Wholesome Holloway time now. It's got out of hand. We got
Yeah, he got Mario Money's going on today too, don't he?
Derek in here talking crazy. Thing getting out of hands. Look how young little Kim look. Her hair look nice though.
Yeah. She was fine back then.
It was going on in the background.
I think it's like Luke talk show, dog.
Wait
I think
a
it's like
minute.
his little talk show he used to have.
You're not just gonna scroll past that like somebody's back blown out.
Luke was off the chain, dog.
They have a casual conversation like
this man was off the chain, man. But listen, bro, like I talked to him like an hour last night. We talk a lot, man. We became friends. I don't know. He sees something special in me in Footballville. But he dog, some of the stories that he listen, dog, some of the things that he can tell, dog, that he don't talk about. Like the LC on the side of Liberty City Warriors helmets stands for Liberty City and Luther Campbell. Like, and he don't talk about that. Like, he don't talk about that. He don't talk about Pop Warner trying to shun him out and saying, listen, man, it's gonna cost y'all $50,000 to put Liberty City into Pop Warner. Y'all got $50,000? He don't talk about showing them the money, putting it in their face. He don't even talk about that stuff.
Hey, Streeter.
Yeah.
Luke first DJ Man grew up down the street from me in Decatur, Georgia.
That boy just chimed in. Hey, Streeter. Hey,
no, you just let me back in. You just let me DJ Man, MANN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got back on the show, man. These clowns keep calling my phone.
You famous.
We about to get out of here anyway, bro.
No, I don't want to talk to them. They see me on your show. That's why they calling me.
Yeah, that's what it is?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to them. I'm talking to y'all.
we finna get out of here, man. Anyway, man.
Hey, but where everybody at again, Streeter? I know you in Streeter. You in Dade or Lauderdale?
I'm in Broward.
Okay, you in Broward and Big Man. Where you at?
407 Orlando.
Orlando and where my man at?
I'm in North Dakota.
What?
Yeah, Wholesome Holloway area. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I could tell you some stories about that there. One of my closest friends, hey Streeter, he was in the Marine with me. We went to college together. He played running back for the Vikings. And we used to go clubbing. Everybody that was up in the club in Minneapolis was from North Dakota. There's a college there that they used to talk about. We used to go down there too.
North Dakota?
North Dakota, right up the road. It's about an hour or two from Minneapolis.
What's the weather like that up there?
In the summer and spring is nice. Winter is horrible, but they got a short summer.
It's like 82 today.
When you gonna get out of that, man? You on base or off base?
I'm on base.
It's about 20 black dudes in North Dakota, and all of them in the military.
There's a couple more. We out there playing flag football. There's a couple of us out here.
Well, what's that college? What's that college up there?
The one by me is Minot State University.
Yeah. That's where the basketball players at. That's black.
Somebody say, man, where you find this man in that street, man? that man a diehard Hurricane fan, man. He done came down. He came to the live show, man. Derek, good people, man. He hooked us up with Chase. Like he the one introduced us to Chase Daddy.
Die hard, baby boy. Die hard, man.
That's what's up.
Die hard.
Keep doing the street, man. Hey, making them connections, man. Networking. That's what it's about.
Oh, he got North Florida. He got North Florida on lock. He ain't got to worry about that. In Atlanta. In Atlanta. When I go to Atlanta. Hey, Street, I want to go to that party from Utah, but we went to the Georgia Tech game 2-3 years ago. We got slaughtered, and it was about 10 degrees in that stadium, man. I was so miserable, man. I wanted to kill somebody. We got beat down, and I stood. Hey, listen, this is the killer part. When the player was coming out the locker room going to the bus at Georgia Tech Stadium, I stood right out there looking at them in their face, man. I just wanted to just start slapping them like Bernie Mac did on that movie when Chris Rock was running for president. That when they cozy with the quarterback. It was embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, it's been a lot of
those days are over.
Yeah, nightmares
over, man. You listen, y'all got something y'all want to close with before y'all get out of here, bro? Anything y'all want to say?
Thank you for having me on the show, baby.
Appreciate you, dog. You got lit today, man. Anything, Mitty?
Same thing, man. Appreciate the opportunity as always, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I know you know by now, like the haters out there, but you're gonna keep doing your thing. So we appreciate that. Representation matters, like always. Turn this hat around. Y'all go hit that link in the bio, man. You know what I'm saying? Down IOD Squad.
What the hat say? What the hat say? Hit the link in the bio.
Link in bio. You know what I'm saying? Right there.
Where you get that from? North Dakota? That type of shit?
Nah, I bought that in California, man, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Man. But link in bio, man. IOD Squad, man. Y'all know what time it is.
That's
funny, dog.
That's nice.
That's what's up.
Funny,
That's
man.
what's up.
I appreciate y'all, man. Anything you gotta say, Rich, man?
Yes,
Get out of here?
I just saw a question real quick. It says, what's the girl situation like in North Dakota where you at?
Nice. If you like,
man, I got I'm committed, man. I brought
y'all
my
heard that man. Y'all heard that man wife in the background. I ain't gonna answer that man question right there. Man, they trying to set you up, dog. They trying to set you up, man.
I tell you this though, there's a lot of mixed kids out here. Surprisingly enough.
Hey,
it is.
Ask me what it look like. Ask me what it look like. I've been out there. Ask me
what it look like, Aunt? What it look like?
Hey, for a brother, paradise.
It is. Why you say that? Explain.
Ooh wee. They love the brothers.
Okay.
You know what I said? It's a bunch of mixed kids out here.
Yes.
Take that for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That goes for a lot of places, man. We just went to a party the other day. My girlfriend and nephew came back from Poland. He's in the army, and he's young. He was like 19 maybe, and he was explaining how in the club all the women want to do was buy him drinks and touch his hair. But he's young. He don't get it. You know what I'm saying? He don't realize he don't get it. And I was like, so how they treat you, dog? He was like a king. I was like, yeah. It's only Lakeisha who tell you what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Don't say too much.
Don't say too much.
They going to
man.
Tomorrow, like,
We're gonna get up out of here.
Street said they going crazy for me, Paul. I'm trying to go right now.
No, you hear that in so many places. Poland, Brazil. It's like, wait a minute. That sounds like that's everywhere.
I just came from Puerto Rico 2-3 weeks ago with the wife.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now.
Just like Germany. Look at that. Just like Germany. Listen, man, 786-459-499.
Hey, you know how these people are in nobody's office.
Y'all get on out of here, man, for a minute. Y'all get on out of here, man, for a minute. He got to sleep on the couch, man. Y'all already asked the man weird questions. Y'all heard the man. I heard the man wife come in there and say, "You want some spaghetti tonight?" Y'all heard her. Nigga asked the man what the woman, what the lady situation like in North Dakota. What?
Hey, man, look. Y'all out of control, man.
Go get out of here, matey, man, where you got all your eyes and your ears, dog. Get on out of here, man. Bye, man. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Derek, man, holler at me, all right?
Yes, sir. I got you, buddy. Hey, big dog, you hold it down, man, and we gonna really add the food in a couple of months.
All right, now.
We gonna really add the food, but I'll be down there before that street, though.
Okay, holler at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's still talking. You still talking?
He's still trying to come back on the show.
With the white Jesus on the wall, man. Get out of here, man. All right, Rich, man. We're finna get out of here, man. You like that NFT idea, dog?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, we're going to talk about that tonight.
We got to get up.
Javin Simpkins committed to Georgia Tech today. He was one of the ones who said he was going to let us do his commitment. That happened fast.
Yeah, he the one from Norland, right?
Yeah, the one we interviewed.
Yeah, that did happen. That was like out of the blue.
I just asked him last week, "Hey man, we're gonna do your commitment, okay? We're gonna make it a party. We're gonna make it big." That sounds good, man. And then next week he committed to Georgia Tech. These shorties be tripping, man. Straight tripping. Man.
But yeah, that's a great idea, and of course we got some great things to talk about with the NFTs as this upcoming season starts to roll in. So I'll be shooting you some stuff about that. So
okay, I'm gonna up tonight, all right?
All right, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Listen, man, y'all balled out on them likes today, man. We kind of kept up with the viewers. The likes, they got more likes than viewers, man. Listen, man, that's how y'all do that thing. Appreciate y'all, man. 786-459-499. Scrolling at the bottom, y'all want to get down with IOD Squad Investor Die, man. Listen, man, it ain't about you having money. You got to come learn how to do it first. You know what I'm saying? You got to come learn. Go watch us trade, and then you get in. So it ain't about, man, I'm gonna come when I get my income tax in April. No, bro, it's not about that. It's about you learning how to do something different, money, learning that there's things out here that can actually grow your money, even in the market where they claim crashing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we made some money today. We broke it even. Something. I did on something, lost on something, but it's still you can make money in this market, bro. And right now is the time to get in on some long-term stuff. And we got all that in there. So, man, send us a text 786-459-599 or in the description down there. The link is down there, man. So don't put off tomorrow something y'all can do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D and I'm out of here.